If loving Yogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not right.
Yeah.
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus.
Hey. Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay. Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still to the songs with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof of my life, better more than no proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, I never did. What is a star? Like under the city, the driver's like Florida. Gucci get large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. Hey, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Hands up as ever, and cute as can be. You can watch on YouTube with videos for French. Hey, this one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Hello, Leroy.
What's up? What's up?
Happy
How
New
was
Year.
your extended weekend?
It was good. It was good. It was good. You know, nothing too crazy. You know, don't get after it like I used to. And just
You.
you know.
I
Pretty
said to
relaxed.
my wife, "Are we blowing stuff up or what?" Because
I was just
otherwise, like I'm not sitting around waiting for a ball to drop, which weighs 11,000 pounds, by the way, thanks to trivia.
Oh, really?
Yeah, very heavy.
That is very heavy.
Yeah,
Very
right?
heavy. What did we guess? 2,000?
Oh, it was like 2,000, 5,000. I think you tried to $1 her. And I think
Yeah.
Didn't they used to drop a conch in Key West? Do they still do that? They still rolling out that bit?
I'm sure they do it, but you know, there's crazy people.
Oh, wait. It's amazing that after all these years, you still calling something somebody else does a bit.
But I mean, I appreciate a good bit. I just didn't know if they're still doing it or not.
This is like
I didn't
Bit
know.
Central.
No, to be honest, I was just telling Frog Boy when we got out. He's like, "Oh, did you let your kids stay up till midnight?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we've been kind of doing that the last couple of years. I don't do the whole trick your kids thing. You know, I let them stay up." But man, because there's really no point in my neighborhood. You know, we're gonna blow stuff up there, Bubba.
Oh,
And I'm not even. We're just sitting in the backyard. I'm like, "What is the firework that just makes it daylight?" Because the explosion. Because that was one that everybody just had in my neighborhood, and I'm just like, well, there's no display of light.
Hey.
It just made it daytime for a flash.
as experts of the art of blowing stuff up, me and Frog Boy can tell you that's in the $369 buy one get one section. Like we don't go there. We don't go there.
Dynamite. Should be dynamite.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah, but dynamite doesn't glow like that.
Whatever it was flashing bright, and they had a lot of them.
And let me tell you, that was Dre's first experience.
He didn't love it.
He was on high alert. I mean, he didn't bark, but he did a lot of growling.
Yeah, dogs don't like it. It's
Right.
it's one of those
No.
things. I'm sure Scooby had a rough night.
No, the other dogs just slept.
Oh, it doesn't bother Zeus at all.
No.
He's like,
Yeah.
throw him a frisbee though.
Oh, good.
He's it's go time for him. But yeah, man. Oh wow, J-Fix says Scooby don't give a bleep. All right.
By the way, they are still dropping the conch.
Oh, okay.
31st year in a row.
Did you call it a conch?
Conch?
You did.
Not
Oh
a
my
conch?
god.
It's a
Mm-mm.
conch.
Conch.
Hey, you started off the year with
That's fair. That's fair.
Well, I mean, he doesn't like seafood,
Seafood.
so it makes sense.
-1.
Also,
that he can't pronounce it.
you know what though? I'm actually gonna have to check you guys because in SpongeBob, it's called the magic conch shell. And why would SpongeBob lie to me?
He's a sponge.
Well,
He's a cartoon sponge.
what?
You
I
should
shaped a
take
lot
his.
of my life.
I'm not going to take his advice on the English language.
Look,
How did he shape a lot of your life? You don't even eat seafood.
I know, but like, you know, the best time to wear a striped sweater is all the
Hey,
time.
Tobin set off fireworks in a closed set. Hey, let me tell you something. The thing about fireworks in the neighborhood, not a closed set. all you can hear is boom, 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 boom. And then ever so often you hear.
Like, oh, that guy went a little too far. Headlines are brought to you by Doral Kia. Doral Kia, choosing over 500 new Kia miles in inventory like the Sportage, Sorrento, and Telluride. Remember, when it comes to Kia, great deals are at Doral Kia. College football playoff, Ohio State.
Mollywopped.
They killed Oregon.
Not for nothing. Do we know this Ohio State team?
Oof. I don't. Who is that?
The last two games, I have no idea who that is. That was the same team that lost. It's amazing. Michigan beat Ohio State and Alabama in the same year.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And you had a rat in the family, apparently.
What happened?
You told me that somebody went against the family against Michigan.
So I'm golfing. Fonz, periodically, he likes to throw his little, I got action. Might be $1.50. I mean, literally $1.50. But he likes, he want to show that he's in the sports. Okay, that's fine. I look down this little list, little $5 bet. Look down his list. And I say, you pick Alabama over Michigan? You go against the family? Thou art smited.
Wow. Got what he deserved.
Right. And then he says, I was just eyeing it. I didn't bet it. So if you look on it, it says $0. I'm like, that don't matter.
You thought about it.
You playing with my emotions. Nope.
Damage is done.
And so the whole game, I'm like, still like that Alabama, huh? I tell you what, football's weird in this way. Milroe was considered a Heisman finalist, and now nobody in Alabama wants him.
I'll take him.
No, you won't.
What?
No, you would not.
Mobile, dude.
No, okay, but he's not a running back.
You need somebody.
You need somebody to throw it.
Emory Williams is not the option.
You need somebody. By the way, when we were gone, Lance Guidry, unsurprisingly, fired.
Yeah, I mean, that's very
well. Question, and I've heard several aspects of this, and I get all of them. Really, there's how much of it is the defense is good, the kids aren't good at it. How much of it is then it's his job to find a defense that works. When you bring coaches in, right, you bring them in based on what you've seen them do. So how much of a role does that play in it when you bring them in? Oh, I like your defense. I would like us to do that. And if you deviate from it too much, then the coach could easily say, but that's not what I brought you here to do.
I think it's as simple as this, dude. You had a 21-0 lead to get to the playoff. And
no, I'm just saying overall. I'm not going to particulars. Right? I'm not going to particulars. Now, I will say this. During the course of this year, the biggest problem was there was too many guys that didn't look like they really knew where they needed to be on the football field.
Yep.
Right? And gave up a ton of big plays. And I want to tell you, a coach killer on defense is the big play. I'm not talking about a handoff where a guy runs for it. I'm talking about a quarterback throwing a football to a wide open guy.
Yeah. It was too many break frees willy-nilly.
Right? Because I tell you what, looked like he was coaching Oregon yesterday.
Oof.
Because wide open. Were they not wide open?
Oof. Wide open, dude.
But we did get our first classic.
Dude, thanks for the heads up on that, because I was not watching that.
Hey, that's Skattebo. Woo! And
Skattebo?
And he looks exactly like his dad, which is frightening. They show his dad up in the stands, and then he gave the old mean mug. I'm
Yeah,
like,
he hasn't. That dad hasn't lost a lot of bar fights.
no. But I will say this. We concerned about the protection of our football players. Why are all the college kids wearing tights?
What do you mean?
Their football pants are pulled up to their thighs.
I don't
I'm
know.
like, holy smokes. Nobody's pads go down to.
Nobody's got knee pads anymore, is what you're
No,
saying?
not even, dude. They're
No thigh
cut off.
pads?
They're rolled up like shorts.
It's the kids these days.
Okay.
CT don't come from your thighs, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know, but that was a hell of a game. Arizona State should have won that game.
Dude, they're gonna be.
They gave up a 4th and 13.
I know they're gonna be. How did he get wide ass open like that?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
I don't know. And I'm going back and forth. I'm going back and forth with Metcalf. He's at the game.
You know, Ewers is probably thinking to himself, "I don't get this. Arch is taking my stuff."
I mean, he
kind of wanted him to lose. I'm not gonna lie. Miami.
Hey, there's still time.
Miami.
There's still time.
If he wins a national
Well,
championship.
here's the problem. Here's the problem, and here's what happened with McCarthy last year. Because they were in it so long and the portal was open, everybody went after the best quarterbacks available, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Michigan never had a chance to get another one. And that's kind of what's happening to these teams, that if there's, a chance that they may need another quarterback, the portal's already open and they can't technically be in the portal for a quarterback when your quarterback's trying to win a national championship.
Skattebo did win the game MVP though.
Even on a losing team?
Even on the loss, they gave him.
But like that team, and they didn't have their number one receiver.
Yep.
But that dude's a beast.
I
saw him before when he played against Iowa State, and I'm just thinking, man, there's a whole bunch of intangibles on this field. I'm like, maybe it's just, world's strongest man contest.
Intangible. Right? Oh, and he had that run where he was just bulldogging it, and then the guy suplexed him into the end zone. I was like,
yeah.
Intangibles.
Or when the guy snatched his helmet off and he just stood up and mean mugged.
Yeah. Oh, that was good.
Hey,
that was good.
Holy smokes. That was a good game. Other than that, the overall outlook of this playoff is the same that I thought it was going to be before they extended it, in that the conversation from 4 to 5 has moved from 12 to 13. And there's still only 2 or 3 teams that can win the championship.
Yeah, I agree.
Because all these games, they were no good game, except for the shocker, because everybody thought Texas was going to roll over Arizona State.
Yeah, for sure. And that, that's, I guess the fun of it is you're hopeful that, that we'll get to a place where this is more competitive and whatnot. And then of course we got the last game coming up here with the Sugar Bowl. We got to get that last spot. Are you that the last couple of days, your hometown?
Everybody is like just shocked.
I mean, that's crazy.
You're talking about a place where the only thing people do is get drunk and fight through hurricanes. Like, yeah, I grew up in a bad neighborhood, but ain't nobody do nothing like that. You know what I mean? It was shocking just to even hear about it. Everybody's scared to death simply because the people around the Sugar Bowl and the FBI came in, and now it's a federal investigation. And when you hear that, it's not simply something that somebody went crazy and did something crazy. No, it's a serious matter where they're thinking it's,
a lot of people. Yeah, there's
right.
At least multiple people involved. This is
right. And so
you do wonder, because obviously this is a powerhouse event that is for that town, but you don't know what the right situation is to do there. How long should you delay the game? How much should you put this off? You're worried about mass events and things like that.
Well, and no matter what you do, there's going to be some blowback, because there's things that happen in the world or in life that catch us all off guard, and you really don't know. You know, you have protocols, you have, but when it happens, you have really no idea what is the right thing to do and how to go about it. If it were that simple, they could just say we're going to move the game here,
Right.
right? But it's not. So I mean, the last thing that was this tragic was Katrina, where it's just multiple people. But the thing is that's a natural disaster for somebody to, first of all, you have to understand, you cannot drive. It's literally impossible. The only way you would be able to drive in the French Quarter is to drive on the sidewalk. They have those big posts in the street. They have cops. They have cops on horses. They have, and this is just for a normal weekend. So, like, I'm more than sure that everybody was so shocked that this was happening. But yeah, it's as much as I look, I love the people of my city. But this is crazy. This is great. With man, I almost feel like we have to.
It's a shocking thing, man. Like, I don't
Right.
know, and the other thing is you're trying to like figure out all of this stuff as it's happening, and they're trying to investigate, and then you're seeing things like there's another explosion going on, and they're trying to
Right.
detonate.
Where you don't know what's true, what's not, what how any of this is gonna, play out or whatever. And not to mention, you're talking about kids. Like, yeah, there's young kids.
People.
You probably talking about all the kids that, said, "Oh, my school's playing in New Orleans. I got to go there."
Mhm.
Right. And it's just it's a big event that's marred by just lunacy. And you never, to sit here and talk about something you can't even fathom is hard to do, because in all of your thinking, right, that you can't, it doesn't even register somebody doing something that heinous.
Well, we'll take a break here on the show. Lots to dive into, obviously, from the long time off from us. So we will do that. We're streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, the channel Miami 560 WQM, and on the Odyssey app. You spell that AUDACY. It's free in your app store. You guys can download that and listen to us on demand, live, rewind, the whole deal. We'll take you up till 2. Back with more after this.
Yeah. Feel that chair now. Yeah. Shonda Paul. So me go so then. Well,
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy. Take you up till 2 here on the program. Panthers, they're back on the ice tonight against the Carolina Hurricanes, 7 o'clock. You can hear that on AM 790. Cats coming off a Monday win, 5-3 over the Rangers. And we got Heat action tonight. Heat are on the second night of a back-to-back tonight. They win last night over the Pelicans, 119-108. Another masterpiece from Tyler Herro, 32 points. Comes out in the third quarter. He hits 4 3-pointers in the third quarter. He's just been incredible. Bam Adebayo yesterday was a rebound shy of a triple-double, 23 points, 9 rebounds, 10 assists. Duncan Robinson getting it done in 25 minutes. He had 17 points. Jimmy Butler, he got cardio for 25 minutes.
Solid. What do we because now
working his way back.
Working his way back. It's working his way back, baby.
Hey, this is your fault.
This is your fault.
Whoa.
Your fault.
Let me put it out there.
You know
Minding my own business,
mm-hmm.
right? And then old Tobes went Tobes. But here's my question. Sometimes you wonder if Jimmy goes out there and like does nothing on purpose.
Do I wonder that?
Because like he could go score 30 or 40. And then there's nights, like you said, he'll be out there getting cardio. And there's no rhyme or reason. And it's not win-loss related. And I always wonder, is he trying to make a point today? Is he trying to? Because if you're the starving,
step on toes.
if you're the starving team, no, you're the guy.
You
see what I'm saying?
He was gone for 13 days.
Well,
That's 2 weeks.
Let me say this. This whole year, if Tyler was having a bad day, it wasn't a bad day from not trying. It was a bad day from missing shots.
Right.
Jimmy will play a whole entire game and shoot 4 times.
It was one of those weird games, though.
No.
Like
it was still. This is not here. I'm not saying this just because of last night.
Mm-hmm.
And you know where I'm coming from. There'll be games they may win, they may lose. When they lose, we go, why didn't Jimmy shoot the damn ball?
So you think this was on purpose? Like
I don't know. I'm asking because he does this.
Are you accusing him of James Harden behavior?
He does this periodically. Am I not on point here? He does do this a lot more than we come in here and say, wait a minute, Jimmy's supposed to be the star. That means he's supposed to be the guy. Now, the thing about Tyler is Tyler's going to be aggressive. If he only has 15 points and 20 shots, it's not for lack of he just had a bad night playing basketball. You see what I mean? You never come in here. You never come into a game we never talk about a game the next day and say this. We say this about Bam. We say this about Jimmy. We never say this about Tyler. And it's not a knock on him. Say, he didn't shoot the ball well, but he affected the game in so many other ways. No, we need him to affect the game scoring. You're a scorer. If you have a bad night, I could deal with that. But what I can't deal with Tyler is if he didn't shoot the ball. Right? So I feel that way with Jimmy. If Jimmy is the guy, if Jimmy is the star, right? He's supposed to be getting his shots. And sometimes he don't even look to shoot.
He did not look to shoot last night.
So,
but
what do we make of that?
I don't know what to make of it.
Is he making a point?
I don't know if he's. No. Distraught. Stop saying things are my fault. I don't like it. I'm gonna say. Can I say something right now? Look at me, Frog Boy. Frog Boy. I'm telling you right now. I'm not doing a bit here. Okay. I want you to stop saying things are my fault It's not funny. It's not funny to people on Twitter.
It's because it's
I don't
the
like.
truth.
I don't like getting vengeance. This is not my fault.
And you have the audacity. You have the audacity to use interview voice in your bit.
What do you mean, dude? I'm not doing a bit. I'm not doing a bit. I've never heard of this.
Jimmy, there's been so many words. Do you feel
I didn't say that. That's not what my question was.
Does Pat Riley love you?
Obviously not.
Wait. Should we play the question? Should we show it? Because let people come up to their own conclusions while we sitting here. Look, there's video evidence.
It's not anything that had to do with me though. He was very maybe he was just tired of answering questions about it because he did answer 3 minutes.
You his guy. You his guy though.
I'm not his guy. I don't think I'm his guy.
Okay.
He does like my eyes, but I don't think I'm his guy. But
I don't know if he likes your eyes anymore.
Hey,
I mean, I didn't ask him why he hates Pat Riley, Dade South. All I asked was, have you guys talked in the whole rigmarole of all this stuff? And obviously, he didn't feel the need to share any of it.
The time between the rumors and Pat putting out the statement, any conversation between you and Pat or your agent and Pat about where things stand and where you're feeling on it?
Next.
Can you
Hey, he gave you the look, though. He gave you the look. You look at that look. Look at that look. He said, man, why you coming at me like this? I thought we was boys.
I'm not asking. I think that's not unreasonable there.
Look at
and I'm tired of being blamed for the rift between them.
Look how he's staring at Tobin. Like,
we'll never get him again for media day. He'll never join us again.
Never. Well,
Never.
Hey.
Can't get him anyway.
Wait. You assuming they're going to be here for the next one? Tobin?
What?
Look
What
at
does that have to do with anything?
Hey, he didn't even talk. He just gave you twisted face. You know, twisted mouth mean he want to cuss.
Has this ever ended? This look, has this ever ended well?
No!
This look and it's ended well.
No! Wait,
It's just side-eye.
wait. In the words of Tobin, one Brendan Tobin. Could be something. Could be nothing.
It's nothing, baby.
Oh, now it's nothing. It ain't never not been nothing with you. Now all of a sudden it's nothing. No.
I think all it is, Jimmy was just
wait.
hiding his energy. You know, Jimmy's got a game. He's got a game. He's got a game tonight. Second night of a back-to-back. He was just saving himself for the night, baby. You get the Pels. You can cruise against the Pels.
You are fraudulent.
I'm not
Because
fraudulent. I don't
if
like
we
that.
would have said this, say if that was somebody like Dame or Giannis or De'Aaron Fox, right? And somebody asked them that question, what are your plans? And gave to it. You would be like, oh!
I very, very clearly, Jimmy and Pat Riley are not cool right now. Pat Riley told him to keep his mouth shut. Jimmy's dropping, I'll just keep my mouth shut and play basketball during the interview. He's doing his little thing. But he said he's in a good place. He says he's going to compete.
Wait, let me ask you a question. The way he looked at you, you think there's some nefarious actions coming?
I don't know.
Wait a minute. No, I'm not talking to you right now. I'm talking to Marcos. Marcos.
Yeah.
And all the time beforehand, if I replace Jimmy with any other player, how would Tobin be looking at this?
Frosty, dude. And he's on it.
Hey, you are a fraud.
You're saying if I was Phoenix Tobin right now, I'd be like,
yes. You're a fraud. You're like, I can't believe you're doing this. You know damn well. You just don't want to say it. No, stop stirring the pot. It's too late. We'd have made a pot of gumbo with that stirring.
Dude,
I got a rule.
This is not fair. First of all, I'm not. Can I just say something? Can I just say something right now? I just want to be
honest. You're not being honest.
I'm being honest, Posh.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I'm being honest. Can I just say something that really is upsetting me because it's not a bit. I'm being genuine here, and I want Heat fans and you and Leroy and Jay Fig and Steve and everybody bothering me.
There you go.
Dates out.
Ethan, you can still go to hell, but this is accurate. Tobin has turned this franchise into Housewives of Biscayne Bay.
Well, you want to know something? Maybe this is just me. Maybe if Pat Riley and Jimmy Butler would actually, I don't know, talk to each other and stop lashing out at my questions or not saying anything, maybe they'd be in a much better place.
Oh, so it's their fault.
I'm responsible for other people's words.
Let me. Did Dame and what's the dude at Portland?
Cronin?
Did Dame and Cronin talk?
No, I don't think they did.
Okay.
I don't think they did.
Just saying, like,
But
like
nobody blamed
wait.
Sports Radio, Portland, Tobin. Nobody blamed them for the relationship getting ruined. It got ruined because it got ruined. It's not my fault.
Common denominator, though.
Yeah,
I have said
no,
no, it's not. That's not fair.
Yeah.
The common denominator is no. The common denominator is Jimmy not having his munyon, which I've said to give him his munyon, and everybody's mad at me. I'm telling you to pay him. Pat Riley doesn't want to. How's that my fault?
Why doesn't? And let's be clear. Why doesn't Pat want to pay him? No, don't. See. Here's how you get in trouble. Like, you can want to pay Jimmy. It ain't your money. Why doesn't Pat want to pay him? Okay, so that's where we are as far as an impasse. And you can ask all the questions you want. It becomes more difficult when Jimmy's not playing. Look at that.
You and Pat are hated and Pat about where things stand and what are you feeling on it?
Look at that. Listen, I'm not a reader of body language, but he closed his eyes and turned and twisted lip and all that. He was like, he wanted to cuss. He was like, right now I want to cuss.
The best solution in conflict communication.
What?
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden you, Dr. Phil, you have stirred it up. You have stirred it up. You've been stirring it. No.
Please stop saying I stirred it up. Okay.
You didn't? You didn't?
Very reasonable things. I asked reasonable things.
You're not reasonable. Reasonable and your name don't go together. That's where you know you lying.
The time between the rumors and Pat putting out the statement, any conversations between you and Pat or you hated and Pat about where things stand and what are you feeling on it?
Next.
And he back to the purple hair.
Well, he was pink last night.
Oh.
Going in Miami.
So,
For Neymar.
so I'm just saying. Like,
okay,
stop. You got a role in this. Not a role in the outcome. But the outburst of people, whether you want Jimmy or not, right? Mm-hmm. You have played a pivotal role in this.
No, I haven't. I don't.
Yes, you have.
I haven't played a pivotal role. Stop saying that. I don't have a pivotal. There's nobody less pivotal than me.
First of all, your antics have now gotten to the point where people are giving you a twisted face. Pat Riley may never speak to you again.
Why?
But why? Wait, don't act shocked. Why all of a sudden are you shocked?
Okay, first of all I asked Pat Riley was a simple question of not having Jimmy. Oh, let's just get down to brass tacks here. I didn't lead him down the road to tell Jimmy Butler to shut up. Okay, all I asked was, "Hey, Pat, you didn't have Jimmy. Jimmy says that if he would have played, Boston would be home right now. Boston, the Knicks. Do you feel that way, or do you feel like the gap was too big?" He goes in this whole thing, and then he goes, maybe Jimmy built a hate for the Celtics, which he very clearly has. Jimmy hates the Celtics. And then he goes, was that Jimmy trolling or being serious? If you're not out there on the court, you should keep your mouth shut in your talk about that.
Yes! Well, but yes, you're not even playing.
But how is that my fault? His words, not mine.
Okay. Who asked the question? Did Ira ask the question?
No, but that's not fair.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
That's not fair. And you don't want to know something? When the pros do it, when it's any of the journalists, nobody gets mad at them. But for me, you guys look at me like I'm some, you look at me as a fox in the hen house.
You know why? Because they don't
blow up the house.
They don't know it's a damn skit
more than anybody.
Because they don't know if it's a damn skit from SNL. That's why.
It's not a skit, dude. All I'm doing is
You're a journalistic slut. You're breaking up happy home.
I'm not breaking up happy home.
It's not my fault he comes to Tootsie's every day. I just make him feel like a man. That's what you do. You're breaking up these happy homes. Poor Jimmy Butler can't even answer.
Home wrecker.
You're a home wrecker. That's not nice.
And then wait. And then you take it out on us as if we were the ones that push you down this path. You know what? I was enjoying leftover New Year's food and Christmas food and ham and all this stuff. And it was you.
No, because Bleacher Report just goes, Jimmy Butler to trade rumors just goes, next. I'm like, really? That's the part? He said so many things.
Really?
He said so many things.
Really?
And that's the thing Bleacher Report's going to send out? Yeah. I mean, listen, he did a marvelous job of dropping the breadcrumbs like he does.
You run a journalistic bunny ranch.
That's not fair.
Girl,
That's not fair.
No, that's right, Fernando. Just own it, Tobes. Why all of a sudden, you know what? He throws fodder out there, right? He asks these questions. Then when they blow up, he goes, wasn't me.
Why would I want Pat Riley and Jimmy Butler not to get along? I love Pat Riley and Jimmy Butler.
Mm-hmm. But you know who you love more?
What?
De'Aaron Fox.
That's not true. I don't even know if down here.
Wait, dude, look. It's not me and Marcos. You the first one that came in here with could be something, could be nothing.
Oh,
right?
Listen, I'm not going to sit here and act you like it's nothing. It is something.
Yeah.
He very clearly is like, I want my money, and then he's not happy with Pat Riley. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
Do I think he's going to get traded, though? I don't think he's going to go anywhere.
So here's the question I have. If this all is what it is, right? Is Pat Riley going to risk Jimmy picking up that $52 million option? Because that went in effect. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know.
I don't think it is a risk. Because I think if it gets to that point in the summer, I think they would just flip him to another team for something else. I think that's probably the way it would go. If he doesn't pick up the option, let's just say Jimmy Butler looks like, washed as all hell by the end of the year, and nobody in a million years would pay him a $50 million salary next year, which I don't think is going to happen. But let's just say that did. No, I think that if he was that upset, they would deal with it in the offseason, and they'd probably come to an amicable end.
Yeah, but the problem is that you need him to be in a place where he can perform when you need him to perform.
But how does that? But here's the thing with that.
You see what I mean? That's the problem.
But if he has to impress other teams, right? Doesn't he have to play well? Like, can he really dog it?
James Harden keep getting jobs.
James Harden was in his 20s when he did that, though, dude. Not 35.
Which is my point about giving him an extension.
Yeah, but you're saying like he's going to go and pull the dog it move. Like, you can't really do that at his age. You have to show that you
But
still
he's
got
still
the
not
juice.
playing.
He's going to have it tonight. I'm telling you right now. He's bringing the thunder tonight. I'm telling you right now.
Now,
smells like a Jimmy. You smell that?
What's that?
Smells like a Jimmy Butler triple-double tonight.
and that's and you know what's funny, Marcos?
Yeah.
This is how he gets around it. This is how he gets around sending hockey players to the yachts. This is how he gets. He comes on the next day, dude. I told you, Jimmy.
But I believe in Jimmy Butler. You guys are the guy. No. I just want to say what I think happened last night was getting his feet wet. They don't want to rock the boat too much. You guys are sitting here saying he made a statement last night. Oh, he made a statement.
Because wait.
That's you
Hey,
guys.
can
You
I
guys are pot stirrers, not me.
Tobin, where do we get this from?
I don't know.
Now all of a sudden you playing dumb. Wait, it's you. What are you? Dude, I have fought you for 8 years over that's nothing. And you, I don't know. And now all of a sudden, you gonna tell us it's
The
nothing?
time between the rumors and Pat putting out the statement, any conversations between you and Pat or your agent and Pat about where things stand and where you're feeling on it?
Next.
Hey,
Perfectly reasonable question.
You're lucky he did it in a nice way because he likes your eyes.
That's true.
Because he looked over
That's why
like he was about to come at you.
It's like, oh, baby Blue's gonna ask me this right now.
Yeah, I cannot believe this. That's me. I
Thought we were friends, baby Blue.
Listen, all I know is
I'm trying to mend fences.
Wait, if I were saying the same things that you were saying, right?
Vlad says he hates me.
Right now, you would be having a parade over with all the stuff that you pull from those comments and looks.
You
now
guys
all
are-
of a sudden you're like, it's nothing. No, it's nothing.
I'm not saying it's nothing. I'm just saying I don't think he's dogging it on purpose. I didn't think last night Jimmy Butler dogged it on purpose.
I didn't say he was dogging
You
it.
said no. You're implying he went into cruise control last night.
How many minutes did he play?
25.
25 minutes.
Mhm.
So over a half of basketball.
5 shots.
5 shots. Okay, what would you classify that as a guy who you said we need 56-point Jimmy?
They didn't need it last night, dude.
No. Okay, but here's the thing. When you pick and choose when you can do it and can't do it, what happens when you can't, when you want to?
I'm telling you, last night he was just like, we got to go. Did you see last night? We shouldn't even focus on this. Did you see our young core last night?
So, hey, stop it. No, because I know when they were in the game. Because now we just get one text. Respectfully.
We'll hear a little bit from Kel'el Ware last night. Back after this. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tagovailoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. And go to hell. Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback. Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Hour 2 of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Let's get the headlines. Brought to you by Doral Kia. Doral Kia, choose from over 500 new Kia miles in inventory, like the Sportage, Sorrento, and Telluride. Remember, when it comes to Kia, the great deals are at Doral Kia. Heat, they're back on the hardwood tonight. Second night of a back-to-back, taking on the Pacers at 7:30. They win last night, 119-108. The Panthers, they take on the Hurricanes tonight, 7 o'clock. You can hear that on AM 790.
You know what else is depressing?
What's that, dude?
The Dolphins have 0 Pro Bowlers.
I know Zach Sealer did not make the Pro Bowl, nor did Jason Sanders, even though he hasn't missed a kick in God knows how long.
They know, though. They know.
You want to know who did make the Pro Bowl?
Yeah.
Andrew Van Ginkel.
That's okay, though, because I'm sure we got something for him when he walked.
Nope.
Well, here's the thing. As much as we hated the fact that Andrew Van Ginkel left, right? You know, I was big on that simply because you didn't know what your situation was at Russia. The defense was fine. Chop has started coming into his own. He's not saying you can't ever have as many Russians as possible.
Come on, dude.
Not saying he wouldn't help, but the defense was fine. It's not the defense.
That dude has been a demon for the Vikings. Right. The Vikings have probably the best defense in the league.
Yep. That's what they said about Oregon.
Well, that's tough. Maybe if their quarterback wasn't high as a kite this week.
Who?
Dillon Gabriel. Did you see him this week? He went viral with his this interview. Guy was on another planet. No wonder they lost that game. Could you imagine putting that guy in the same conversation as Cam Ward?
I'm high as a kite, Yogi.
He was high as a kite, dude.
I mean, were you more shocked at how Oregon looked or more shocked at how Ohio State looked? I was more shocked at how dominating Ohio State looked.
Oregon.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
Because we always had, because they're on the West Coast, they play at night. We always had, questions. And that game, the first game they played with Ohio State was early in the year.
Should have been warned when you saw this from this kid.
I think we will beat Ohio State if we do.
Be at our best.
What's your best look like?
Competitive, making plays, being good in situational football. Not for the coach talk, but it's just the reality of the situation. But we love the Rose Bowl. We love warm weather. I think we should play more football on nice grass instead of the artificial stuff. And the more sun, the better. Why do we do it to ourselves? Like, do fans want to sit in the snow and the rain? And let's just make arenas. Let's make domes. Let's do grass. Let's do more fireworks at games. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, all right. So first of all, if you keep winning, you get domes the next 2 games. So
I love that.
Did you know that?
I do. Or now I do.
Your draft status, buddy.
But let's continue that evolution.
We got another lefty.
What I'm really hearing right now is that every football game should be played in Hawaii.
Wouldn't that be unreal? I don't think anyone would be mad at it, but maybe just the travel or the travelers, that's tough. But let's find more sun. Let's find more sun.
Dude,
what the hell is going on?
He's high as a kite.
Oh, you want? He's on real grass, all right.
Hey, boo boo.
Woo!
There's only one other quarterback that talks like that,
Yeah,
and his name is Aaron Rodgers.
that's exactly what I was thinking. That guy is cooked.
Probably shouldn't be trying to get in the NFL with those comments, right?
He could have stopped that coach talk. He could have been like, but that's
Could have just been out. But then once he started talking about sunshine and fireworks, you're like,
But he's like, can we get more sunshine, more domes? Like, what do you want, dude?
Gabriel.
You know who's building a dome? Cleveland.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are building a whole little new park,
Mm.
a whole area.
Toilet bowl for the Browns.
Wow.
Oh, what?
I think personally in the AFC North, the first team to build a dome would seem soft.
Agreed. Tough.
Right?
Well, that's why the Bills don't want to do it, right? Even though, like, hey, you guys got lake effect snow or who knows what comes off there.
Right.
Probably should, but these idiots like to be in the snow and they like to throw snowballs. I mean, let them live. I don't know. I can't compute with that.
I think it's one of the things you just deal with the circumstances as best as you can. Because I got to tell you, it was rainy, and then the sun came out.
By the way, that interviewer came out from KOIN, local Oregon news, and said that interview was at 8 a.m., not high as a kite. And I'm like, just because it's the morning didn't mean he didn't wake and bake, dude. We know how it was. Like, nobody loves weed.
I will say this. Early morning interviews are brutal. You ain't thinking, you ain't thinking football. You ain't thinking, so.
You know what they're not brutal for? Old Snoop Dogg over here. That guy was flying through that interview.
Our son.
You know what? I do think we need less. We should just play in Hawaii.
Oh, man. Speaking of Hawaii, the Miami Dolphins quarterback, Tua, limited in practice as he's dealing with this hip injury. Doesn't seem great. I mean, Snoop is going to take most of the reps this week. I don't feel very confident that he's going to play against the Jets this week. It doesn't sound, based on what Mike McDaniel was talking, like it didn't sound like a QB who's going to be playing this week.
I told you what you need to watch for. If it's something, it just seems like something, he tweaked something and they got to fix it. Sounds like that. Which is not like, don't read into it.
Fix it with rest or fix it with surgery?
I don't know. But it's, if you injure something you have surgery on, I don't know exactly what he had done. But sometimes, like, you might need to have it fixed.
Mm-hmm.
Because you tweak it or do something along those lines. So I don't know.
Things that aren't great for having a quarterback who may be a little bit vulnerable out there. They just put Kendall Lamb on IR. So they're gonna have another right tackle.
IR on week 18.
Went on IR, dude. He's done. They signed some dude from the Dallas Cowboys practice squad. They're also trying to see if Teron Armstead.
Their offensive line sucked too.
Sure did. They're trying to see if Teron Armstead can go this week, although it feels like his knee's been like a wind-up toy the last couple of weeks because it just stops working basically at the first quarter. If he does go, then they're thinking Patrick Paul can go on the right side. If he has to go for Teron Armstead, who knows? They may have Carmen Sandiego out there again. I don't know.
But that's and that's the now. Didn't Paul play right tackle in college?
No,
he played left tackle.
No, but he started getting reps at right tackle. They said so.
Okay.
But he's only going to start there but that's only if Teron can go.
Right. I would have, in all of these experiments, I told you what I would have done. I would have tried to keep Patrick Paul as close to Teron Armstead as possible. Right. And have him learn all of the intricacies of playing tackle by playing next to
Yeah,
a
but
really
the
good
damage is
tackle.
done. They can't do
Right.
that now.
They can't do it now.
They can't do it now. Now they got to figure out, do they even have tackles for this week?
You got like, oh well. The good
Why
news
does this
is
keep happening? Why can't the line? Why is the line doing this every year? We're doing like Scrabble. The
musical
line,
chairs.
Chris Grier's fault.
nah, he's laughing at it, dude. Don't worry.
Oh
He's
yeah,
laughing.
no,
He's
we're
laughing at it.
I would say this. You can plan for injuries, and you usually have a couple of utility guards, like baseball. You have utility infielders or utility players. You have a couple of offense. Yeah, you have a couple of offensive linemen like that. That being said, your utility guys have to be formidable. And let's just say we've been Eichenberged.
Yep.
Is
Great.
that a verb?
Yeah.
Dude,
That's great.
this entire line's been Eichenberg for the last 4 years.
And so from that standpoint, it gets to a point where I don't care who you are, if you have enough injuries at a position, right? It's scramble mode.
This is just such a weird place because you have to get into you have to win. You somehow need the Chiefs backups to beat the Broncos to get
which is not unreasonable.
It's not, but it's also not. It's not like the favorite thing to happen. Like, what's the line on that game this week? Let's see.
Isn't Denver favored?
I got.
Oh yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I think Denver's favored by like 11 last I checked.
No.
I'm telling you, it's crazy. Someone asked me, should I bet that?
10.5.
I told you.
There's no way.
Denver's favored by 10.5.
Yeah.
It's at home.
Denver's at dude.
10.5 point favorite. Dude, they're not playing anybody. They're not bringing anybody to Denver.
But
Mahomes might be in Aruba.
You do realize, right, that part of this dominance for this team the last few years has been with a boatload of injuries.
Mm-hmm.
So these guys coming in have played. And you could go in there and think that they can't win a football game with their backups. And I'm telling you, the way they played football all year, it seems like they've been winning games with their backups. All these close games, all these squeaking them out, all these. This is how they play. So it's not unreasonable. That being said, I'm more worried about the Dolphins beating the Jets because they still got, a good pass rush.
Oh, yeah. Listen, that was the Dolphins. It took 2 incredible Tua drives to beat the Jets when they played a couple weeks ago.
Now, I will say this.
Although it does seem like Aaron Rodgers is ready to go home.
There we go.
It seems like he is ready to go home, dude.
He's ready to go to the Amazon again and lay in a river. This guy is ready to go.
That was the grossest part of that documentary. He's just sitting in a jungle creek. It's just I'm like, ugh. Why?
I'm scared to put I'm scared to put my toe in a creek behind my house. And this guy's in the Amazon?
Yep.
You know what kind of stuff is in that water?
Dude, piranha leeches.
Yes.
Can't trust it.
I mean,
take a break.
It's certainly not Peanut Bay.
Take a break. Back after this.
Bay.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Good to be back with you here in 2025, everybody. I guess on 5CWQAM. Always brought to us on the Toyota of Hollywood guest line. Shop 2,000 Toyotas on sale at one location, Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. ToyotaofHollywood.com. Leroy, can you get a weather update from the Demesman and Dover law firm, your accidentattorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954-4.
I'm going to just give the old butts and boots a little update.
Okay.
Y'all know who the butts and boots are.
Nope.
It's going to be chilly this weekend.
Oh.
Butts and boots.
Talk about.
You know boots with the fur. You know it's coming. Yep. It's going to get into maybe the low 50s Saturday morning. So just get ready for that. But as of right now, it's been warm the last couple of days. I'm going to look out. It is overcast, but not cloudy. You know how it's overcast, but not really cloudy. It has that kind of, we've had fog the last couple of mornings, messed up my tea time, but that's all right. Winds are light. I don't see a leaf moving. I can't say no wind, so I'm going to say 5 miles an hour. And I can't figure out which way the wind's blowing because it's overcast. Again, not cloudy. But I'm going to say it's about 75, 80 degrees. Look for a front to come through. So I'm guessing at some point it's going to turn and come out of the north. And we're going to get that cold air.
How'd you do, Froggy?
Great as usual. The weather is listed as sunshine and clouds mixed, which is interesting. It's cloudy by him. It's sunshine by us, right? How does your window look, Tobin? I can't really see. Like, it looks fine.
Pretty good.
That's what a mix is.
Currently 78, but Leroy was also right in that you shouldn't be expecting some cold weather over the next 2 weeks. We're going to get as low as 46 degrees apparently sometime next week. So by Tobin, that's like 30 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I tell you, before you guys ruined our heat talk last segment, last hour, blaming me for everything.
Hey, nobody blamed you.
You blamed.
But let me tell you this. Admit what you did.
I didn't do
and we can move forward.
I'm not going to admit
it, and we can move forward. You keep resisting. There's video out there of what you did. There's a look of what you did. There's eyes rolling of what you did.
Why is
there's a non-answer of the first question of the year that Jimmy Butler has not answered, and there's proof of that. That's your doing.
That's not fair.
Not fair. Who cares about fair? That's facts. That's what happened. So
I'll give you facts right now. All right.
Okay.
I'll distract you off of this because by far right now, the best part of Heat games is not Tyler Herro.
Nope.
It's Nikola Jovic and Kel'el Ware.
Yep.
And 2 minutes together.
Yeah.
Because it's fun, baby.
Yeah, it is.
It is fun. It is. We got size.
Yep.
And we got a big Serbian moving fast.
Yeah.
And we got lobs to a 7'1" guy. And oh my God, he's so tall. Oh, is he tall? They're trying to throw the lobs up so high to him. And he just grams it. He dunked it so hard yesterday. I mean, poor Jaime Jaquez. He throws that lob up to Kel'el Ware. He dunked it so hard, hit him right back in the face.
That's horrible.
It was. How about the lob? How about the lob that Tyler Herro made?
Oh, you have the lob he tried to throw to Jimmy.
Oh,
okay. That was probably the part where Jimmy was like, all right, I guess no work tonight. But Kel'el Ware, Nico. Oh.
Flirted with the triple-double.
Who?
Nico.
Dude.
7, 6, 8.
No, that's not.
Oh, he's flirting.
That's
not
flirting.
That's
like
Bam flirted with a triple-double.
That's a Draymond.
Yeah, triple single.
But no, man, when he gets that ball, I mean, there was a couple times last night. You know, Kel'el gets the rebound, goes right to Jovic. Jovic, deceptively fast, flies down that court, whips the ball right to Jaime Jaquez, hits the three. I was like, that was pretty goosies. I mean, and then
all the young fellas.
And then you had the Jovic bounce pass to Jaquez. Jaquez bounces it to Kel'el Ware, who grams it. And you're just like, tall. I mean, it's tall time. I mean, it really is. It's tall time. I mean, it's such an exciting time. We're sitting here.
Have we not been talking about this all year? Now I'm getting mad.
Well, Eric Spoelstra, he likes to act like, this was his idea the whole time. Like he was plotted this.
I knew this was coming.
I knew this was coming, and I really am getting furious with him. But this was Eric Spoelstra on Kel'el and where he's at in his development. Because Kel'el yesterday, just a cool 4 for 4, 10 points, 5 rebounds,
a
1 big blocky, a 3 ball. But this is Spo on Kel'el and where he's at.
It is important. Every day is important. He's really been a great student. Yesterday was a really good.
No! What do you mean? You're stopping it? He doesn't want to hear it.
It's good for our offense.
He doesn't want to hear it.
You guys can fall for it. On this show, with the comments we make during games, we have not been sold on this. Okay? There is not a guy that plays basketball like that should be playing minutes in Sioux Falls. Talking about development.
No.
Because you know what you can't develop? 7'1".
Oh, my God. He jumps so high.
Athletic.
Wingspan.
He
can get those hands so high above the rim. I was like, wow.
Do people we can't love their draft picks this much?
We can't use this. We can't use this. This couldn't help early on in the year. When we look like hobbits on the court against some teams, he couldn't help against Orlando, who were giants.
I think what he did was, is he gave a little bit too much leash to Kevin Love. And I think he finally had the talk with Kevin Love and be like, hey, commander and vibes. That's what you do now.
Yeah, the social media.
There's a seat saved for that.
Don't.
Hey.
It has a name on it.
Don't do it.
I'm just telling you. We know where that seat is. You know where it is.
-1.
I don't like it, dude. I don't like it either.
You know what? I'm not going to even call it. I'm not going to even give it a name. I'm going to just call it seat 15.
-1.
Come on.
-1.
Come on. Hey, wait. Am I wrong?
Let's get to Kel'el
No,
Ware.
see. The truth hurts. I know the truth hurts. Go ahead.
He spoke to
Let's
Jason
move on.
Jackson and Amy Audibert walk-off style after the victory. Here was the first round pick speaking with Jackson Amy after the win.
Mr. Ware going to join us here on the Miami Heat audio experience. 17 minutes. Perfect 7 for 7 plus a splash down, 10 points, 5 rebounds, an assist, and a block, and now a headset. Hey, Dub, congratulations on the win. Good to have you with us, man.
Appreciate it.
Listen, we were talking about this connection with you and Tyler over on the TV side.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he's talked about it a little bit. I haven't necessarily heard it from you because I imagine anybody that's willing to throw it up in the air to them big old hands of yours, you're cool with. But what is it special that you're developing here with Mr. Herro?
I mean, just being in practice with him every day and just telling him. I mean, I tell him every day, bro, don't be scared to throw the ball up in there, and I'll go get it. It ain't gonna be no turnover.
Yeah, everyone loved it. Cool. There's again mixed up with the starting lineup. Obviously, just Terry not available. There's a lot of things going on the last couple weeks, but there's been really nice continuity in the second unit coming in and being super solid. What's been the key for that for you guys?
I mean, the second unit is mainly, just a bunch of young guys who can bring energy and, bring a spark to the team and what we need on the court. And so I feel like that's mainly what it is. And, we just connect so well together out there.
What was the message that you all got, Kel'el, about today? You have a team that's obviously coming in here and struggling. They don't have their best players, but you guys are playing really well. What was the right mindset that let you have here this second wire-to-wire win for the team this season.
I mean, yeah, Coach Spo told us that, they, even though they're on, like a losing streak, that they're not going, they're not just going to come in here, give up. They're going to fight, and they put up a good effort, and we just came out with the win. So.
Wow.
Hey, so by the way, who's this Trey? Was it Trey?
Trey Murphy the third?
Huh?
Oh, Trey Murphy the third.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
He was cooking.
32. Oh my goodness.
Crazy. He was cooking.
I mean, like however you need it. He was. Oh my goodness. Now some people, and I think Amy said this during the broadcast, that he shouldn't be up for Rookie of the Year. This team only has 5 wins.
Oh, their center, what's his name? Misi?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair. He didn't have a very impressive game yesterday.
I mean, but we calling scoring now, so we going to the looter and the riot thing.
I'm telling you right now, listen, I know who's going to be up for Rookie of the Year. You just heard from him. All right. We're coming down the pass, dude. We're going to have
played enough.
Listen, if Misi is favored right now with 5 wins, we got time. We got time, Leroy. And let me tell you, when he says, hey, Tyler, don't be scared. Ain't going to be no turnover.
Just throw it up, baby.
That's Goosey's right there, dude.
Dude,
that's Goosey's right there.
He's got the reach of a baby condor.
Goosey's.
Right? But now when you see him play,
yeah,
and I know when we go back and forth during the game, does it make you mad? It makes me mad. What are we doing?
It makes me mad afterwards. During it, I'm just like doe-eyed, like, oh, look at him.
I know, but
I'm happy in the moment.
When you see these teams, when you see this team have those struggles against teams like Orlando and whatever, and the first thing that comes to mind was, sure wish we had somebody tall that could create some resistance.
Yeah, I don't think there's any going back. I think now we're at the point.
You see, and here's the difference between me and you.
He's not going to take it away from me.
No, here's the difference between me and you, because I lived this with Bill Belichick. You have 25 rushes one week and then 2 the next week. Spo, a guy will come out and ball.
Yeah.
And then play 3 minutes the next game.
He can't do that anymore. No.
Okay.
He can't. No, Leroy, he can't look at the last 5 games with Nico and Kel'el together and not think that's one of the best things my team has.
Okay, and if it happens,
I'm gonna be furious with him.
Right, but it does. We've seen. Look, I'm not making this up.
I'm gonna give him that Jimmy side eye. I'm gonna be like,
but I'm not making this up. Okay, we've seen stuff like this. We've seen guys come in, score 22 points, and not play for the next week.
No,
we've seen this.
Tall time is not going away.
Okay.
It's not going away.
Okay. I don't want it to go away.
By the way, after the game, you hear what Tyler Herro said? He's saying every day hanging out with Kel'el. Every day.
Whoa.
Every day.
Chemistry,
dude.
Okay. I hope he gets more chemistry with Tyler than Caleb. You know what I mean?
Sit next to him.
C15.
Numb cheeks.
Yeah. So, I don't think
he's going anywhere.
I'm not wrong for feeling the way I feel because I've seen this. Okay. I don't want it to happen. Right. But it happens. It has happened. And you see a big on another team go with them 15, 16 rebounds and Kel'el chit-chatting with Kevin Love, and you're like, why?
Nah, can't happen anymore.
Okay. We've had this conversation before.
Can't. But now he's got visual evidence.
Have we haven't seen this before?
He can't go back.
Okay.
I won't allow it.
Okay.
If I go back to a day where he's having like Haywood Highsmith play the 5 when Bam's out, I just don't know. You can't do that. There's no way.
Okay. I'm just sit back and watch because until
you're kind of bumming me out
because you know,
we got our thing. We know.
Okay.
Well, that's why we text respectfully.
Okay.
All time.
That's what you call them, not all time.
All time.
Oh, that's the second unit name. The second unit name.
Oh, it's so tall.
How tall is Jaime? 6'6", 6'7"?
6'6".
Yeah,
I'm just talking.
6'6".
I'm talking about my giant Serbian and Kel'el Ware together. Just getting a couple rebounds. They're kicking it to each other. Block shots, assists, whole time.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo!
Man,
I mean, can we do we have that deep? Can he be a part of the defensive stopper group too?
I would like that.
When the team scores 40 in the paint.
I'm waiting one day for Spo. Just have a little pep in his step and put all three. And put and Kel'el and Nico all there together.
That's tall.
Let's roll it out there. See what happens. A little looky-loo. Maybe
No,
tonight.
because you know what Spo would think.
Hmm?
Then my second unit is going to be thin.
He's gonna be like, too tall.
No, really. Let me introduce you to Orlando.
Oh,
Without stars.
Sometimes
still giants.
Sometimes I wake up in a cold sweat, just going, but that's it. Take a break. Mix things up. Coming up next.
WQAM broadcasting live from the
Ace of base.
Correct.
So
what year did this song come out?
90.
Tobin?
I'm gonna go 93.
The correct answer is 92. Went over, so I guess you're off.
So, you know, I usually go on Twitter while I'm doing the show.
You wouldn't know based on how little you tweet.
That's very true.
Here's what I get from Jose in Miami.
Mm.
Just a simple, you know, winds are at 8 miles an hour. I'm like, hey,
how much did you say?
Jose, 5. I said, Jose, you do realize I'm figuring out the wind by looking at leaves on trees.
He wants it accurate, dude.
Well, just let you know. I'm lashing out at him, you know.
Let's mix it on up there, dude, at 8 miles per hour.
All righty then. I got a quick idea for Heat game ups.
What's that?
I'm going to utilize this time during Mixed Bag to present the idea of every time Nico and Kel'el Ware enter the game, you know, there's music that can be played.
Yep.
I motion for game ops to begin playing this.
All time.
All time.
All time.
Yeah. Throwing a couple of these bad boys every time they make a block or something
Good show,
like that.
Home Improvement, man.
Good show.
Tool
Slept
time.
on for sure. But
it's not like anywhere anymore, is it? Like, where the hell can you watch Tool Time?
Not
is it
syndicated
canceled?
anywhere. I don't. Well,
No, it's probably syndicated somewhere, but he's been on he's been on like 2 other shows, and he starts another show with
his other show's out, right? Like what is that? Man of the something?
Man, no, that one's over. He's doing a show now with
Shifting
the
Gears?
girl from Two Broke Girls.
Yes. It's called Shifting Gears.
And what's that on?
ABC. It actually
when does it start? Monday?
Yeah, it premieres the 8th.
The 8th. So Wednesday, next Wednesday.
Oh, apparently Home Improvement is on Disney Plus.
Okay, so he's not
no
canceled.
idea.
Not canceled then. All right. Well, you know, there you go. It's all time. Here you go.
All time.
Yeah.
Hey, when you watch that show, which a lot of people watch,
yeah.
How many times did you figure? I wonder what the hell that guy looks like. Because see, you can't do that now because there's Google.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
so you can just pull up cast. But
You
back
just-
then,
You
for
think that guy
years,
was he even an actor, or was he just like the producer of the show?
no, he was
Because remember,
an actor.
you know who Steinbrenner was back in the Seinfeld? That was Larry David. You just never
Yeah.
saw him.
Yeah.
Right.
No, but he was not he was just a normal actor. And do you know what his actual TV character name was?
Wilson.
They'd say Wilson, but his full name, Wilson Jr.
He always had that advice.
Yes.
He always
Just
had that advice.
eyes. With just eyes.
Yeah.
No, but I would never go to my neighbor for advice.
Especially if I couldn't see his face.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Unless my neighbor was you.
I mean, well, one neighbor, she's a very old Finnish woman, so we just talk about Barkov.
You guys know my neighbors. They come over when from across the street.
Best two-way player.
Is that really?
That's what she said.
Okay. That is
What do you got in the mixed bag here, Alexander Frogkov?
New year, same year. I'm gonna bring the vibes down for a second. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
Unfortunately, if you're Leroy, this is gonna bother you. But if you're a Jets fan, this may be something that piqued your interest. Everyone has been wondering: is Aaron Rodgers gonna play next year? Wow. This is
$50 million for what 200-300-yard games. Yeah, nobody's complaining. You get what you get.
This is ayahuasca Aaron on how he will decide if this is his last game or not.
Probably darkness again. No, I think I'm done with that. I won't be doing any darkness retreats this offseason. Whether you're in the midst of your career, you're a young player, middle of your career, whatever it is, you always need that break. This feels a lot like after kind of a rookie year, I would say, because the rookie year you go from training and playing a season, then training the entire offseason to get ready for the combine, then going to a new team. And so there's not really any break. And I've talked to, I remember Jordy Nelson got hurt a couple years in a row, and David Bakhtiari got, like 3 years in a row of rehab. And I think you have to, until you've experienced the grind mentally and physically, that is, you can't quite relate. But now that I have, just feeling like you're just rehabbing nonstop for a long amount of time, kind of wears on you mentally. And so I think this will be really important to finish the point. I need a break mentally, until I don't want to make a decision until I've been able to rest mentally and physically, because it really, since September 11th last year, feels like I've been rehabbing.
Respectfully, though, did he not go to Egypt in the middle of practices?
Yeah, he skipped training camp.
I will say this, that I told you when I said it was enough. When I was finally able to walk without a limp, and camp started in a week. And I had been working all off season, 2 years in a row.
You were rehabbing then.
I'm looking forward to
I had surgery the day after the season.
Oof.
And I was like, yikes.
I think Aaron Rodgers is going to do a new thing, which is going to be a sun retreat, which is just where he goes into the desert and just stares into the sun.
Oh.
He goes, doctors are lying to you. You could stare all you want. Okay. Clears your mind.
Yeah. From the darkness.
Clears your mind. Like Aaron comes back, he just can't see anymore. Aaron, what happened? He goes, I'm now seeing in a new light because I looked at too much light.
Yeah. Well,
it's like great.
Seems like your corneas are fried, Aaron.
Aaron, are you just wearing sunglasses at all times? Well, I'm legally blind.
Literally cannot see.
I'm going to be the first blind quarterback.
It seemed like you couldn't see your receivers out there, Aaron.
That was who's the quarterback from Chicago back in the day?
McMahon.
I played with him in Cleveland. He was in Cleveland.
What happened to him?
He had something wrong with his eyes. He wore sunglasses all the time.
Yeah, Sperano had that because Sperano hurt his eyes in a grease fire or something some grease got in his eyes. They're very damaged, so he always had to wear sunglasses.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, of course.
Wow.
What else you got in the mixed bag, dude?
Oh, yes, of course. More in the mixed bag. We have from one quarterback who's won multiple MVPs to another on the brink of an MVP-like season. The numbers are up there. The top three candidates seem to be Josh Allen,
okay,
Lamar Jackson,
all right,
and Joe Burrow.
No Saquon Barkley?
Nah, he's not a quarterback.
It's not a quarterback.
Yeah,
it's bogus. No running back's gonna win that award.
Breaking a 20 what?
I mean, if he breaks Eric Dickerson's record, that's gonna. But still,
I think it's gonna be Josh Allen.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they want new blood.
New blood.
Maybe that's it. I mean, let's see. Does this week 18, Joe's going to have an opportunity to potentially make the playoffs? Josh Allen's got it. He's not going to play this last week, is he? They got it locked up.
No,
already.
I think Trubisky's playing.
And Lamar has something to play for. He could have that one more dazzling experience.
They have
Lamar's in a little place I like to call Giannisville.
Oh,
all right.
Just tired.
He's getting playoff punished, so he's not going to win regular season awards until he wins in the playoffs. You know? So, like, Giannis won that. Remember the year where Giannis went back-to-back, and then he bounced him. They're like, all right, no more Giannis until you win. Then he won. Then Joker started doing Joker things.
Yeah.
So... But then Joker, they were kind of the same. They're like, should he win 3 in a row? Like, people get stupid with this stuff. They're like, should he win 3 in a row? And then you give it to Joel Embiid. Not that Joel Embiid wasn't great, but it's like, but Joker, no, we can't do it. 3 in a row. People got these stupid rules, Remember the idiot who wouldn't vote? Was it Jeter? He didn't vote Jeter for Hall of Fame. He goes, I don't think anybody should be unanimous. It's like, what?
That's your reasoning?
That's your okay. Great. Congratulations, dude.
Great player, but I don't think he should. Strange. Well, Joe Burrow answered the question on whether or not he was an MVP candidate.
Did you get the MVP chance when you?
I did.
What were your thoughts?
I'll win one day. I doubt it. Usually you got to win your division.
Do you think like that's an outdated part of how it happens, or is it just something? It just kind of is what it is.
It is what it is. That's how it's voted. I don't necessarily disagree with it. I would say.
You do think you'll get MVP
One day.
Joe Burrow, keeping it real, short and sweet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you gotta win your division
one day.
I like it.
Yeah.
You know what? I like it from Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
He's probably thinking, hey, you better pay one of these receivers or I got a transfer.
Sure. That's not looking good over there. But I do think Jamar Chase gets the bag. I mean,
what about T. Higgins, though?
I don't think so. I think he's out.
See what he did there. I mean,
it was amazing. It was amazing.
Looked
great.
It's weird when you watch, you know, the Bengals, you're more aware of T. Higgins than Jamar Chase. It's weird. Like, because Jamar Chase will go crazy, but on a consistent every series, T. Higgins almost seems like he makes as many big plays.
Both great.
Yep.
Both great. What else you got, dude? I agree with Joe Burrow, though. He's not winning it. Even if they squeak into the playoffs, if the Broncos lose, Dolphins lose, and they win, I think 9-8, MVP. To a 14,
but you know what's crazy? And I know it's different now, but the Jets went to 2 AFC championship games, what, 8-8? 9-7?
That's but
Like,
Mark Sanchez was never going to be MVP.
No, I know, but I'm just saying from the standpoint of how we look at records and how we view, like, you know, the standings and stuff like that is like, I mean, you look at the NFC South. I mean, how many wins does Tampa have? 9?
Yes.
Right. Like,
Baker Mayfield, by the way, not a Pro Bowler.
yeah, that's crazy. I mean, first of all, Steelers not with better numbers than all the guys that you know what I mean.
He'll get in though. He'll get in.
That
Like
makes sense, though.
one of these players, like they're going to need a lot of alternates. I bet you Zach Sealer ends up going, but he should have been an initial one.
You think Baker's gonna win though? I think.
What team you think had the most?
I think the Ravens, right? Didn't they have the
Yeah,
most?
they had like 7 or 8.
9. I think they had 9.
You got to
Hey.
win a championship then.
You know they have Pro Bowl long snappers.
Dude, what an
But
incredible.
I'm guessing. Here's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing that if your punter goes, your long snapper goes.
What?
I'm gonna just put that out there.
I don't know. I read this incredible article. It was by Barry Jackson, who did a deep dive onto the Dolphins' season-long search for new long snappers. And I mean, it was so good. And Danny Crossman sounds like, nobody's a big fan of, but he sounds like he's been stressed all year about this because basically when you're trotting 6 long snappers out there all season, he's like, you're basically just waiting on disaster. Like it's going to strike. You just feel like this is going to happen at one point, but it didn't. They were able to do it. And, but apparently there is a list. There's a master list of long snappers. Wow. Because he's like, well, what happens if somebody gets into a car accident? You know, I'm like, all right. Now, for whatever reason, the Dolphins long snapper Blake Ferguson they were saying like nobody can reveal what happened to him this year. They don't know if it's related. I guess he has diabetes type 1. It might have been something like that. I don't know. I don't know. But they were able to get through this entire year just changing long snappers. It was incredible.
Right.
They probably would have kept a long snapper if they thought he was ever going to, if they didn't think he was going to come back, they probably would have just kept one of the guys.
So I'm looking at the AFC, and Logan Cook is the punter, and Ross Matishik
Oh yes,
is the long snapper, both from Jacksonville.
Well, they need somebody.
Hold on, let me see if it's because I think the Vikings punter went, but I don't know if. Hold on, let me look right now. NFC, nope. Punter Jack Fox, long snapper Andrew DePaula, Minnesota. So no, that's not accurate. How do
he
you
really
win?
snapped his way to the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, if anybody had to punt a lot this year, it was the Jaguars.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
What else you got in the mixed bag?
2 Pro Bowlers and Dolphins have none. Chew on that for a second.
Yeah, I know.
We went from MVP consideration to the actual Peach Bowl MVP for the first time in either 26 or 36 years. Can't remember.
Old Cam Skattebo.
Which, by the way, spelled his name wrong. But
what?
He spelled his own name wrong.
It's Skattebo. They call him Skattebo, but it's Skattebo. It would be 2 O's.
It's the other way. No, because it is Boo. It is Boo, correct?
I know.
Bo. So
Right.
Right. Anyway, this is him on what Arizona State meant to him.
It's just changed my life forever, in a good way. Simple. They've supported me through everything, put me in a position to be successful. So I thank everybody in the ASU community and Coach Dillingham and his staff and this kid next to me right here. They changed my life forever.
Listen, maybe the Dolphins look at him and they say, Alec Ingold getting a little long in the tooth.
He ain't gonna be no damn Alex Ingold.
What do you mean?
What? You see that dude run the football and you gonna make him Alex Ingold? Your ass should be fired right away.
Intangibles, dude. Just saying what
You're doing it. What are you doing?
You're
doing it right now.
You know he's gonna end up being
I'm
Alec
gonna tell you
Ingold,
right
dude.
now. Don't ever accuse me of doing what you just did.
That was questionable activity.
Right? White running back. Oh, Alex Ingold. That's what you just did.
What do you think he's gonna be? You think he's gonna
He's
be
gonna be a runner.
You think he's gonna be intangibles Maurice Jones-Drew?
No, he's gonna be who's due from Mike Allstott.
Really? Why is he gonna be Mike Allstott, dude?
Because that's how he runs.
What are we doing here, guys? What are we doing here? Huh?
What else is he gonna be? Peyton Hillis?
Peyton Hillis,
Okay. All right.
a bruiser.
Oh, okay.
Oh, a lot of other bruisers. You're gonna name.
Can I just say something? You scolded me for calling him Alec Ingold. You did the exact same thing with more credentialed Ingolds.
No, I didn't. They're not Alex Ingold. Alex Ingold is a fullback.
Okay, dude.
So was Mike Allstott. Dude.
No, he wasn't.
This is both.
He was the primary ball carrier.
Can't wear a neck brace.
Wait,
in the-
I can't. Hold on. What you like? No, there's a difference in what we did.
No,
Okay?
no,
Hold on. Let me explain this.
He even said Maurice Jones-Drew.
I picked other intangibles to compare him.
Yeah,
I just picked
Okay.
Maurice Jones-Drew because he's 5'6".
correct.
Skattebo's 5'6".
Yeah,
No, he's not.
dude.
He's
His-
5'6".
That's right.
Yep.
I take all that back. I thought he was a giant.
You apologize
He
to me.
was loose.
I told you,
He's not 5'6".
dude. Go Google Skattebo right now. He's 5'6".
Hold on. Cam, hold on. We're gonna do this on the
Oh,
football.
I didn't expect to actually Google. I didn't think it was.
Unless we have like a
5'11", jackass.
dude.
5'11". He ain't no 5'6".
I'm telling you right now, Google has him at 5'6".
No, he's
Somebody must have hacked
5'11",
his
215. So basically, he's the same my size.
Okay.
What
I'm
are
telling
you
you right-
doing?
I'm telling you right, Marcos. Am I lying? Come here.
All right.
Get over here.
As soon as you leave that room, I'm a cuss.
I swear to God, I'm not like making this up. You Google Cam Skattebo. What's his height at 5'6"? Look.
Google's got him at 5'6".
5'6", and on his Wikipedia too.
No, I literally just pulled him up, and it said 5'11", 215.
You know what? This is probably like the VJ Singh thing that we had. There must be another Cam Skattebo that's short.
I'm telling you, go just pull up Cam Skattebo. And
I see what you're saying. If I click on his profile for
yes,
the website, it does say 5'11".
right, 5'6".
Still
And
does.
you can see that guy on a football field. Listen,
All right, so let me just say
standing next
this.
to the quarterback taking the handoff, that ain't 5'6".
All right, let me just
Like,
say this.
use your brain.
Don't get mad at me.
The
I'm just doing
quarterback
what
would have to
I
be
said.
5'8" for that to be possible.
First of all, I don't know how tall Arizona State players are. All right, that's one. All right,
You
second
know
of
the
all,
quarterback ain't 5'8". By the
I
way,
don't
that
know
little-
that. I don't know what the Sun
hey,
Devils are up to.
Hey, you want to talk about mobile? That
We
quarterback
had
can
some
scoop.
wheels. I can't believe they lost that game.
I can't either. Fourth,
I can't believe that. was
fourth and 13.
Anyway, Skattebo next to Alec Ingold.
He's not.
I got
Dude, he's a running back.
Things in the sports world are made better
Yeah. Oh.
Oh man, Cats back at it tonight.
Hey, Drake caught his second iguana this morning.
Did he? How big?
Mm.
Yay big.
Yeah.
Listen,
Hey.
he's gonna start getting those raptors real soon, dude. Oh, he's going to get them. Headlines brought to you by Doral Kia. Doral Kia, choose from over 500 new Kia miles in inventory like the Sportage, the Sorrento, and the Telluride. Remember, when it comes to Kia, great deals. Doral Kia. Panthers back on the ice tonight, taking on the Carolina Hurricanes, who've lost 3 out of 4. Of course, always want to give the business to the Canes when the Cats can. Continue to push them. I got to tell you, man, you know what kind of took me by surprise? So the Cats were coming into that game. They had lost back-to-back games, shutout style. You know, the Christmas break. Lost the Canadiens over the weekend 4-0. Then on Monday, take out the Rangers 5-3. And my God, dude, can I just say something? I'm not going to sit here and pretend I know when all goalies age, but this mother bleeping Bob looks fast as ever. I mean, it's really incredible some of the saves
Right?
he makes. It really is. Like, I'm just like, even Moeller's like marveling at it. I was like, look at this kid. I can't believe how he's moving side to side all over the place. Doesn't look like he's missed a beat. And, you know, Maurice will say this, like, you look at his stats and like, they're not the most outlandish stats in the world. He was a Vezina finalist last year, but it just feels like when they need him to come up with the craziest, most onion saves, there's our boy Bob setting it up and getting the big save. So I just, you know, I just really, it's impressive to see what he's doing. But this Boquist that they brought in this year, Leroy, couple of goals for him. You know, the Cats needed a little bit of an offensive fuse because it was dead in the water the last couple of games. Maybe a Christmas eggnog hangover. I don't really know. Hard to say. Hard to say. But they do get the win over the Rangers. I don't know. And to be honest with you, I'm not one of these guys who's keeping up on everything all the time. But I was taken aback and I was like, wait a minute. What the hell is the Rangers record? What happened to them? And they have just fallen off of a cliff. So the
Which
Cats
is even more what the Cats have done the last 3 years is even more amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I'm just like looking at this. I'm like, they've lost how many in a row? I mean, the Rangers have completely gone in the toilet. So anyway, the Panthers took care of them. The Hurricanes come in tonight. 7:00 is your puck drop from Amarant Bank Arena.
Hate them.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
The Hurricanes in Tampa.
Yep. So that gets going tonight. 7:00 puck drop from the Cats house. And you can hear that on AM 790 tonight as the Panthers look to keep things rolling. But man, what a season they're putting together right now. This has been a hell of a title defense.
We've watched this team play like this for 2 years, but have been successful for 3 years. And they have been on more of a run than any other team in South Florida
By
for the
far.
last 3 years. Yeah.
By far.
So
And
you won the President's Cup, you got bounced. Then you go to the finals, and then you win the Stanley Cup.
Yep. And no fat cat syndrome from the Cats.
Well, hold on. You sent somebody to the Yotes last year.
What
are you talking about?
He needed it. He needed it.
Marcos, this dude's a fraud. You
I'm
see
not
what
a
he
fraud,
does?
dude. What are you talking about? I'm not going to let you do that. You spent years disparaging Bobrovsky.
When he was giving up, wait. I had the numbers to support that.
Ridiculous.
If you have the numbers to support it, okay, if a guy has a bad game, you want to send him to the Yotes.
He was just in a little bit of a slump, baby.
A slump because he wasn't scoring?
Yeah.
Or because the team was losing? Because if the team were winning, winning, you wouldn't be saying, let's send him to the Yotes.
Hold on. It wasn't that the team was not winning. They were in the midst of what could have been the greatest collapse in sports history.
It's a race for 4. They don't say when you got to win 4.
But you never want somebody to catch up and even it up to get to 4.
They won the Stanley Cup.
Oh, they did. The best. Anyway, they'll be back at it tonight, then Friday in Pittsburgh, and then they go on the road for a couple of road games next week in Colorado, and then taking on the Utah Hockey, Dwayne Wade's Utah Hockey Club. Did you know D. Wade had a piece of him?
First of all, I'm never saying that. Get a
What?
name. Get a name.
What do you mean?
This is not soccer.
You're not going to call them the Utah Hockey Club?
Nope. I'm going to call them the Utes.
So they've gone from the Utes to Utes.
Say, we played the 2 Utes. What
Why
did
don't
you
they call
say? We're playing the Utah Youths.
I like the Yeti. Why didn't they go with the Yeti?
The Yeti.
I thought the Yeti was a cool name.
You can't call yourself
Well,
the
because
The Utah
here,
Yeti?
But first of all, I would never use a name that's of somebody's company.
You think Yeti? Well,
That's
I would
free
like,
advertising.
wouldn't Yeti want to be on board?
Yeah, they want to be on board, but the Utes want them to pay some licensing. What if they say we don't have to? You already named your team after us.
A nice try, dummies.
You couldn't like spell it.
And is there a can you call them the Yeti with a company already called Yeti?
I think so. If you're referring to, if it's not, as long as you're not, I mean, like, what's the thing there? Ice? Like, what's the?
But I'm just saying, like, as
Yeah, I
far
think
as
so.
franchises,
Well, you could call them the Yetis.
Yetis with a Z.
I'm calling them the Utes.
Well, they'll take on the Utes next Wednesday. You can see that on True TV.
Salt Lake Yetis.
I'm not watching hockey on True TV, dude.
What? I'm sorry.
Why are they doing hockey like they're doing the March Madness?
I don't know, dude.
I gotta chase hockey games around. They had games on TNT that caught me off guard, the playoff being on TNT.
I will tell you though, I like the new Panthers just on Channel 9. Well, I guess it's 39 down here, right?
39.
Yeah.
I
think viewership is we reported it, right? That it was like 3 times is what it was.
We reported it. I think
I think we broke the
I don't
news.
think we broke the news. They sent a press release that saying views were way up.
Len sent me an email directly.
That's because first of all, was it Bally Sports?
Yeah.
Have 17 different stations.
Yeah, they
and
got
I
9
go to watch and you can go to watch a Panthers game and end up watching a Tampa Bay game.
I watch it through the app, and I the thing that infuriates me is the breaks. Like, just put some break stuff on. Like, I hate when they're just like, "We'll be right back," and it's like, like this spa sounds like.
DirecTV does that.
I hate that.
DirecTV does that. Like
me
they haven't sold the time, so to say.
Yeah. FanDuel, put anything else on there. Like, just put. They used to have for Bally, it used to be like a guy skating and dribbling, a guy like slowly skating.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. But now with FanDuel, it's like this spa Himalayan bowl sound where it's like,
I think you're right, dude. Aaron Rodgers loves this shit.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers is getting high as a kite to the FanDuel Sports Network breaks. I'm just saying, like, can you
That'd be a
guys
perfect spot for a game show.
just play anything? Play the Sprite Mist thing again, because I'm saying, like, I've seen Santa Claus like 900 times.
Oh my goodness!
Play the 900 then first. Anyway, Cats back in action tonight. 7:00. Heat also back in action, taking on the Indiana Pacers. And that gets going 7:30 tonight, 6:15 pre-heat with Solana and Tommy Tig.
Weird shooting Halliburton.
Yep, weird shooting Halliburton. Him and Tyler Herro were AAU teammates together.
Who shoots weirder, him or SGA?
Oh, I think it's him.
I think he shoots weirder, and I think SGA moves weirder.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing that he shoots from his hip and he's 6'8".
Yeah. But that's certainly going to be a tall time. Oh, that tonight.
Yeah, need that.
Take a break.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm going to be so mad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be so mad. You said we're not going back?
We're not going back.
If we go back and I see 5 minutes and it didn't involve 3 fouls, I'm telling you right now,
You're not saying
I'm gonna be
respectfully
hot.
anymore? Oh.
Nope.
We'll take a break. Apparently, a little bit of rumblings. There could be some changes in Dolphins land. Tell you about that coming up next.
Oh,
All right,
boy.
welcome back.
I'm
Tobin
against
and
the
Leroy.
I went down to Jalen Miro X thing. You know, they hate him. And then somebody said, Milroe is a top 5 quarterback prospect.
Mm-hmm.
And I replied, there's only 5.
and one of them's high as a kite. So this made the rounds during the couple days off.
Oh, other than you?
I don't like this dude. I gotta be honest with you.
You did it.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. And I don't like how you are an instigator. I don't like how you are burning this entire thing up, blowing it up in a situation where I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting here. You guys sat here today. You're like, probably because you gambled on it. And you sat here, you're like, thanks for showing up last night, Jimmy. And you think he's tanking. And I don't think that's what he's doing. I think he's just.
I didn't say that.
Oh, what did you say then? What did you say?
I mean, the line was set at 16. Jesus Christ.
I'm saying this. Everybody says Jimmy's that dude. Pick a dude from another team. Right? Most dudes on the team.
He's not most dudes, though. You've watched him for 6 years. Why are you surprised by this?
He's never done this as much as he's done it this year. He hasn't.
Disagree. I think
he hasn't done the 25 minutes and 5-point thing.
Just got back. He's just. I'm telling you tonight.
You keep saying. So here's what you're telling me: that when he wants to, he can just.
I'm just saying he's finding his way, baby. Last night, weird game.
We don't need Jimmy to find his way.
He's gonna find his way.
Okay.
But I'll get back to Jimmy in a little bit. First, somebody's saying there's murmurs about the Dolphins.
Murmurs?
Yeah. It's not quite fodder, and it's not rumblings, and it's not rumors or reports. But according to Albert Breer of Sports Illustrated, he said that there have been at least murmurs of front office shuffling in Indianapolis and Miami.
Made him a murmur.
Those are the murmurs.
That was the murmurs, dude. That the Dolphins and the Colts.
Yeah.
There's been murmurs.
All right.
About what?
Of front office shuffling.
I like that.
Could be could be something.
Could be something.
Could be nothing. Because I don't know
Why would they do that?
I don't know how strong murmurs are. Like murmurs to me is like Chris Grier's on his side, but he has been there a while, perhaps this is
So here's what you think. Let me just put it out there. They're not gonna fire Chris Grier. They're gonna change his responsibilities.
Ooh. Interesting.
That's what a murmur is.
That's a murmur.
Or a shakeup.
Ooh, well, a shakeup would say he's out.
Not necessarily. If he's been in an organization that long, what they'll say is they're gonna.
So Chris Grier becomes the general manager of F1.
He's still gonna be with the Dolphins.
I don't know. You don't think that even at the end, like Stephen Ross is gonna be sitting there with Garfinkel and he goes, again, I'm sitting here and every guy that I paid is hurt at the end of this. He goes, yeah, this Chris Grier, he doesn't
I think he's talking to Chris Grier.
You think he's telling him? And he's like, hey.
You think Garfinkel is the guy he's talking to?
Well, I think Garfinkel's like the go-between, Garfinkel.
So you think okay.
I think
I don't know. See, I don't always believe the titles hold those positions. Right? Because I mean, Chris Grier's been there a long time.
I know.
So
I know.
How long has Garfinkel been there?
Less than that.
So
But he's I mean, listen, he's built an empire for Stephen Ross,
Mhm.
with the whole sports thing. He's made all the deals. He's a hobnobber. He's a mover and shaker.
All right.
A
I'm
broker.
just saying he might not be a football guy.
Oh, he's not a football guy. I think he's just
Okay,
like
so
I think they're just,
now
here's what I would say. Well, you know who sits in that booth, right? You got Stephen Ross, all right. You got Garfinkel,
Mhm.
and then you got Marino. And you think they're all murmuring amongst each other? And like,
No. I don't. I don't think it. Because it would only work like that if you want the damn job.
Oh, you think so? You think if Dan was making moves, he goes, Dan, what do you think about actually doing it this time?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the powers that be that are sitting in that booth talking to Stephen Ross, right? You don't have a conversation like that with Stephen Ross unless you have an alternative. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if you've had somebody there for a long time and you've kind of given him his run, right?
He's been there the longest, though. So
I
that
understand.
conversation is probably happening with Chris Grier.
He predates Stephen Ross.
That conversation is probably happening with Chris Grier. Maybe they have a good enough relationship where, hey, what are we going to do about this?
But murmurs don't come directly. Murmurs come from the outside. Like, I think I'm going to have a talk with Stephen. I think I'm going to
outside. Okay, nobody cares about that.
It's
the inside. It's the inside murmurs that kind of present themselves like bubble guts, but then you got to go make a boo boo, and you don't even realize it.
Somebody's saying Cap for Life saying Twitter streets are saying Brandon Shore is the next GM. The Cap guy?
Please, I don't.
But sorry. that's
Peter Bendix has scarred me. I don't need another Cap guy, dude.
No. I mean, I think the Dolphins' biggest issue, and I won't say Chris Grier, is that they have taken this offensive line thing lightly.
Mm-hmm.
When you look around the league and see the teams that are being dominant, it's all starting with the offensive and defensive lines. And I think it's okay to build a team around speed and all these things. But again, this time of year, it's the teams that have that dominant offensive line that have success.
Sure.
And it's always been built that way. When you think of you think of Tom Brady, how many of Tom Brady's offensive linemen got paid for whatever reason because, hey, they were protecting Tom Brady? That's kind of how this works. You look at Detroit. Holy smokes.
But like it wouldn't be too surprising based on Stephen Ross's track record if he did keep McDaniel around and did decide to move. He has done that before, where he's gone keep coach, don't keep GM, don't keep coach.
But why does everybody think that one and both of them have to go together, or leave or stay together? Why do people think that?
People like a clean house, dude.
No, but you. Even if there's a way of determining where the issue is, like it's very easy for me to determine where they can see and figure out if we need to make any changes. Is it the players or the system? Right? They can't run a football since November hit. They can't run a football at all in December, and now we're in the new year, and you haven't been able to run the football. You've had to rotate more offensive linemen and guys playing out of position at a position that maybe you took a little bit too lightly. Okay, that's not coaching.
Plus, you'd also be in a position where you'd have three. If they finish this week 9-8, like you're going to fire a coach with 3 straight winning seasons,
right? Well, the GM could say the same damn thing.
Yeah, he could,
right?
But
so like if you know. If I had to go to the weaknesses of this team, some people would say that he doesn't think they're tough enough, and that has to do with Mike McDaniel and how he goes about his business. I'm not going to argue that. I don't think it's true, but I'm not going to argue that. But I will say this. With all of the success we're seeing in the league and how teams are doing it, you seem far from that. And
I'm also distracted by the guy who just says, seems like throwing out the baby with the bathwater.
Is that a saying?
Yes.
Expression?
It's
Seems
a
illegal.
ridiculous one, but yeah,
Well,
so this is not we've been talking about this offensive line for 3 years.
Yeah.
No other position have we talked about. We talked about having a big bruise at running back, but they ran the ball, they've been running the ball well.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're not. And it's all going back to the things we've been talking about for 2 or 3 years. Now, Chris Grier didn't help when he said, don't worry about it. I'm worried about it. Because now you got a whole bunch of guys playing out of position because
it's not so much Chris Grier. I think with Chris Grier, my biggest thing with him is it's not so much that he seems like he's bad at picking talent. He seems like a really bad planner of
the future.
Plan. Yeah, he always seems like he's good at, he can plug holes and he can fix things, but when it comes to, hey, Chris, this guy's missed this many games of career. Nah, don't worry about it.
You know what Chris Grier is kind of GM-ing the team the same way. Who's the last GM that from the Jets and in the air? Tannenbaum, which is go spend all the money for the older guys, right? And he did that. You have a left tackle who's amazing when he plays.
Right.
You have a whole bunch of young guys that need development, but you don't have enough veterans around them to kind of swallow them up while they learn. And you got guys playing out of position when there's injuries. Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in. You should have planned for this a little bit better. And all of your money is going to players to where you're always going to have to be cheap on the offensive line. So I don't know if it's a fixable thing unless you start moving money around.
We'll take a break here on the show. Play a little Goosies. No Goosies coming up. Oh, hello, Jennifer.
Oh, look, she's trying to brighten up her. Got not an all black shirt today, a little brighter.
What are you wearing? A Rolling Stone? What is that? A Rolling Stone?
It's just a Rolling Stone shirt. That's it.
What did you go
Magazine.
see the Bob Dylan movie?
I did not. Is it out?
Yeah. Oh, the old love of Bob Dylan movie.
Oh, Bob Dylan. Okay.
Have you heard anything about it? Is it good?
I have not heard anything about it. I don't know of anything about it. That was not the movie I saw during the break. I only saw the Nicole Kidman drinking milk out of a saucer movie.
Says a lot. Says a lot.
The Bob Dylan movie, as of right now, 78 on Rotten Tomatoes, 78%.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, like singing movies really aren't about the plot, right? Like you want to just see how good the actor can do the guy.
Right.
Like,
you
do
want
the
to see.
thing.
Well, if you don't know, like, think about it, and this is even for me. I know who Bob Dylan is. I don't know how he became such this larger than life character. So the movie would probably tell you how.
Yeah.
Right? There's a lot of artists that, everybody knows, but don't know why.
Nobody really vibes to Bob Dylan these days, though. You know?
Oh, the hippies do.
The old loved his movie though. It was full of people going in there. A lot of Vic Fangios going in to see Bob Dylan.
Isn't he still alive?
Yeah, I think he's still with us.
He's
Bob Dylan?
Yeah.
Find out.
I think he's still with us. Let's see. 5'6".
Okay.
By the way, I see some video of him that we were tagged on.
We were tagged on Twitter. I'm taller than him.
I feel pretty vindicated. This man is not 5'11". There's no way he's 5'11".
He did seem shorter than 5'11".
Skattebo?
Yeah.
Skattebo?
I think we have a Stallone situation here.
Oh,
no, it's like see him go watch him play football. He ain't 5'6".
What do you got for us today, Frog Boy and Goosies? No Goosies.
All right, item number 1, the return of the lighter watch. Does that okay?
Dude, can I just tell you
what's up?
Some of the crap.
Yep.
That you like so can I ask you a question?
It's a Rolex. Yeah.
How do you
can't even finish that?
How do you hold the cigarette? How do you hold the cigarette and light it?
Right this in your mouth. You gotta
so you're gonna put that fire next to your beard?
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. If you want to look cool, Leroy, you gotta do what you gotta do. All the people in the club, they're like,
do a test. Let's do a test on a close set.
What if you light a cigar? You got to roll the cigar to get it all evenly lit.
Well, you gotta be talented. You gotta, because then if you start taking off the watch to use it, then it's like, this is stupid. Gotta stay on your
It's stupid anyway.
Oh, no way, dude. No way. You distracted me from the list, Leroy. Gosh, with your mumbo jumbo. Zach Sealer.
Oh, snubbed.
Snubbed from the Pro Bowl for sure, but awarded Miami Dolphins MVP by the local media.
Wow.
You got Goosies or no Goosies from this honor?
I got Goosies. I love Zach Sealer.
Yeah.
He's probably my favorite Dolphin. He was a monster this season.
Yep.
Proved to everybody that he could do it without Christian Wilkins, even though I love Christian Wilkins. And he's a mammoth of a man, sneaky handsome, easy on the eyes, and toughest mother bleeper on the team.
I got Goosies because dude is he's the real deal, and he goes about his work. What did it say? He put his pack his lunch pail every day.
Hard hat guy.
Chops wood.
Yep.
Right.
Allegedly, right?
He's fun dude to watch and root for. So
only one man can take him down, and that's Liam Eichenberg poking him in the eye.
Oh my goodness! Now keep in mind they put numbers up.
Yep.
His numbers up against everybody else's numbers.
Yep.
That did get selected to the Pro Bowl. He has better numbers, and he played 2 less games.
Yep.
So it's just a matter of I don't think people realize how good how good he is. Zach Sealer is. So good that the team acknowledged it. But I wish that everybody else would acknowledge it because he has had an awesome year and is deserving of a Pro Bowl.
Is he in one of those situations where they consider him potentially a defensive end, and maybe that's why he didn't get it?
No.
All right. Other than that, I don't understand why.
I know why he didn't get in.
Why is that?
Haters,
dude.
Haterade.
The Pro Bowl is kind of like the NBA All-Star game.
Also,
Your
John
numbers could be better, but they go with the familiar names. Like listen, I love Cam Hayward. Cam Hayward is awesome. Okay. But he don't even play every play. He's not out there. He's old. So, like, yeah. And everybody knows who that is, though. So when you vote for him, yeah. All right.
What do you think of this, Leroy? This is a screenshot sent by Waddle Baby Waddle. Skattebo next to Arch Manning.
Ooh.
That ain't 5'11", dude.
That is not.
I'm taller.
Hey.
I am taller.
Hey. He looks like a hobbit. He looks like a Skattebo bobblehead.
Yeah. That's 5'6", dude. I'm sorry.
But wait, if you pull up another picture, go to Google, pull up pictures, he doesn't look that small. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. That ain't 5'11".
Nope.
That is, man. That is, ooh.
Dude looks like he totes the rock and then makes cookies in a tree.
Or lives under the bridge. I'm the troll who lives under the bridge.
Leroy.
If you got the Goosies for Zach Sealer?
Back.
No, I don't have the goosies.
What?
Why?
I have goosies galore.
Wow! What a twist!
What a swerve!
Plot twist.
Froggy?
Definitely have the Goosies. Love Zach Sealer.
Goosies.
Yep,
Everybody
fan of the
thinks Skattebo
show.
looks like he runs for the Lollipop Guild.
Look at this one.
We welcome you to
I'm glad just everybody's on my side now. You know, everybody was
Yes,
getting mad at me.
listen. Yes. I'm shocked.
That's
But
rival
you
teams.
wait. Now that he's 5'6", you still calling him Ingold? Because Ingold is a moose.
How big is Ingold?
Like 6'3", 250?
No way, dude.
He's 6'1".
Got him listed at 6'1", though. I can't trust anything on the internet anymore.
Go. How big is he?
They got him at 6'1"?
How much is he weigh?
Oh, like weight, 231.
No way.
So what is
So he was 5 pounds heavier than me? No way. He looked like
You just said he was a moose.
Leroy, he doesn't block with his weight. He blocks with his heart.
That's right. And this is intangible.
Dude. January 2nd, gonna kick off the year with a cuss if you keep this up. I'm telling you, that was ridiculous. Block with your heart. Really?
Yeah.
That was very touching.
You need some caboose to block.
Well, Skattebo's got a caboose. He's got a Skatteboose.
Got a booty.
What are we doing? Can we get to the next one, please?
How have we gotten here?
We went from Zach
there, Frog Boy.
Yes.
Easy on the eyes.
Number 2, The Athletic reports the Spurs, Lakers, and the Miami Heat are most likely the landing spots for De'Aaron Fox.
Wow.
Does that give you goosies?
They said that?
They said The Athletic said that.
It's pretty reputable.
My colleagues.
The Spurs?
Hey, could you imagine him going play with Wembanyama?
No, that's not exactly what I was imagining, to be honest with you.
He's like, no.
So De'Aaron Fox is most likely to land.
Yep.
Spurs,
Lakers,
Lake Show, Miami Heat.
Bam's best friend.
No goosies.
I don't need him.
We got tall time.
Whoa, tall.
We got tall time. I'm not trading my tall guys.
Tall time's cool.
Well, you mean you more importantly, you got Tyler. Because that's kind of the role he plays.
And Terry, the enforcer. Don't forget that guy.
Oh, yeah, he's back from suspension tonight.
Yes.
Hey, can I just tell you? He went after it quickly.
Quick.
Did you see that Ime Udoka was like, I don't understand why Amen got 2 games. He didn't even throw a punch. Like, you nearly Gronk spiked him into the hardwood.
That really could have gone bad. That really could have gone much worse than it did.
I mean, didn't know judo rolls weren't considered dangerous.
Tossed him to the ground.
Ime Udoka just looks like he's like violent schmilance.
Not a fan. Not a fan of that guy.
Well, you got the Goosies for De'Aaron Fox. Reportedly might be landing with the Heat, Leroy.
I'm not playing your stupid game. No.
Why?
Oh, wow.
It's not my game. Frog Boy came up with it.
First of all,
the De'Aaron Fox game.
I don't comment or suggest or anything other than that. Any of these trades that people talk about on the internet. I don't.
No Goosies.
But what I do pay attention to is when our guy asks one of the participants a question and he gives him the side eye.
Oh, that's not fair, dude. I really like you guys need to stop looking into this so much.
Oh,
okay?
now you want to say, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where do you think we get this from?
Okay.
Where do you think we get this from? Stop looking into stuff.
You got to check in on my petition.
Every time.
What petition?
What's the first name there?
See how many people have signed this. 643 people. I haven't gotten to the tweet yet, but just trying to prepare.
Dude.
The time between the rumors and Pat putting out the statement, any conversations between you and Pat or your agent and Pat about where things stand and where you're feeling on it?
Next.
See, he thought about it. He thought about it. Then he looking at you. You trolling me, bruh. Look,
I wouldn't have to use the jump button if he was on radio.
Dude, I'm just tell you.
So far, 11 people have signed that petition. We're coming for you.
So
what do I need a petition for? What did I do?
Stop being fraudulent, because if anybody else would have asked that question and it wasn't you, you would have came in here first thing on the Thursday morning going, could be something, could be nothing.
Good lighting that day, though. Look at that.
It was
Is that not accurate? And now you're dismissing it.
I'm not dismissing it. I just don't like the idea of you guys saying I caused the riff. I definitely think it's something. I definitely think it's something, but I don't like. Well, I mean, I just wanted to.
You've asked 2 very viral questions.
Not fair though. The questions have nothing to do with the answers.
That's why Heat Nation is saying it's not fair.
Yeah. How do you think of that?
Well, they really. I mean, like one, he didn't answer. So, like, are you saying that
He
his
didn't answer?
non-answer
Look at
is
that
more of an answer?
face. Did that face need to answer? Did that face need to answer?
That said it all. Look.
That said it all.
Look at this. Look at this. All these eyes. All these eyes.
Every time
I
you
have
ask
been getting a lot of side eye. I realize.
Every time you ask a question, they give you the stink eye.
Okay,
What does
so
that mean?
are
You think it's them? No, I'm gonna say the one constant.
Common
is
denominator.
you.
So let me get this straight. You guys are basically saying I've worn out my welcome.
I
think you're soon to be banned again.
No
from
more
another
dominoes with
arena.
Bam at Media Day. I know that.
Back during a win streak, if possible. You know, we won 4 out of 5. We're on the way.
But
Common denominator.
You don't think nothing. Now mysteriously it's nothing. You have never said these words. Not a big deal. You have never ever said these words. We come in here to start talking about this today. Now all of a sudden it's not that big of a deal. No. Oh, now all of a sudden it's the first time since I've known you. You said not a big deal. The first time.
I'm not saying it's not a big deal. What I'm saying is it's not my fault.
Did you ask the question?
Wasn't answered. So I don't
Did
know
you
what
get the side eye? Did
I definitely got. I got a load of side.
Were
Yeah.
other people frosty that day too? Like maybe the day they just
No.
tried to.
But he wasn't frosty. He was in a very good mood.
And you
That was
know
the
what?
only. Like the rest of the questions, he was very pleasant.
Here's Tobin's questions. Okay. Pat Riley. He's talking to Pat Riley. Hey Pat, you know Jimmy said last year, what do you think about that? Right? Then he gets this answer. Hey Jimmy, yeah, have you talked to Pat? And what is it?
Have you talked
Like,
to Pat?
yes, the same type of questions, the same types of questions that get people to either blow up, give you side eye, or say something that gonna get
You
them.
don't think that's an important thing to know? Hey, have you guys talked about this?
No!
Why not? That's kind of important.
Mind your own business.
That's right. Mind your own business.
This is ridiculous. He was in a very good mood the entire time. It was literally the only thing he wouldn't answer. He was
It took
jovial
one
about
person
everything.
to change that good mood.
It takes you.
It's a good question. Who knows? I don't. But right now I'm here, so I'm gonna make the most of it, and I am gonna compete, and I am gonna win. And that's all that I got. It's just it's a lot of talk, and it is a lot of noise, which I'm cool with. It doesn't bother me at all. The traded, the not. You know, I love that. I thrive in that. But it keeps all y'all wondering. It does. It keeps the world wondering to where y'all gotta keep coming back and asking me about something. So I like it. It's good to be talked about. Even better to be wanted, though. Remember that.
Look at all that interaction.
Look,
and all
that
you got.
fun,
All you
all
got.
the fun.
It was a
And
fun
then
All you
the
got was this.
Wait, and then the old question mooch or mush comes over and kills the mood. Everybody just turned around and walked away.
You
And
mood killer.
No, all the basketball stopped dribbling. Everybody just went to go eat snacks. Just left, like it got quiet. Next. It say interview's over now. Then the PR person comes in and say, okay, that's good. Like you getting
Your
everything.
baby blues helped out this situation.
Why do you do that?
I didn't do anything.
Really? The basketball stopped bouncing. You got side eye. The guy was
You definitely
fun.
did something if you got that
Yeah.
reaction.
Clock, 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 clock,
All right,
clock,
fine,
clock,
fine.
clock, 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 clock.
You
Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Let's get the headlines here, which are brought to you by Doral Kia. At Doral Kia, choose one of our 500 new Kia models in inventory, like the Sportage, the Sorrento, and the Telluride. Remember, when it comes to Kia, the great deals are at Doral Kia. Miami Heat, they're back in action tonight against the Indiana Pacers at 7:30. Last night, they beat the Pelicans 119-108. Tyler Herro, 32 points. But apparently not good enough to even be ahead of Jordan Poole in the All-Star voting.
What are we even doing?
That's a disgrace.
Do you know his stats on the year, Jordan Poole?
I am looking at Jordan Poole stats on the year. He's averaging under 22 points a game, and he plays for a 6-win Wizards team.
Boom.
6 wins that Wizards team has. And he's ahead of Tyler Herro in the voting.
I just don't understand. I really just don't understand. What does it take?
I don't know. I don't know what it would take. That is shockingly low.
Yeah.
The fact that
Shocking.
LaMelo Ball is number 1.
Yeah, that's a weird one. He doesn't, LaMelo Ball plays a different sport than everybody else. He plays tremendously fun. Like, he'll shoot it out of his butt from half court, and there's just no repercussions because it's his franchise.
He plays, you know what he plays? N1 basketball.
Yeah, it's just lunacy what he gets to go play. But there's no
he does everything but bounce it off somebody's head.
Pretty much. Yeah, he's basically like a foot away from a globetrotter.
Okay. I'm looking at the list though. It's a rough list. Let's just say it's rough. In the guards, you get 4, right? 4 guards, 2 starters, 2 backup.
Yeah, something like that. I think it's 2 starters, 2 reserves, and then they'll probably pick wild cards.
So you got to understand, LaMelo Ball, even if he wasn't having a great season, he is the representation of the youth. The youngins are going to vote for LaMelo Ball. Just always going to happen.
He's got very popular shoes, yeah?
Yes. Popular shoes, popular play style, streaming online. He just has a social media presence of some sort that the young kids resonate with.
But at least with LaMelo Ball, all right, he has, he's averaging over 30 points. He does put up insane numbers, even on his no repercussions, crazy ass team.
Yeah.
I'm not that surprised to see LaMelo Ball high.
For sure.
But to see Tyler Herro behind the likes of Jordan Poole and Trae Young.
See, that's
Trae Young, I'm gonna say that Trae Young is another one. I don't mind him being behind Trae Young.
Remember those offseason workouts?
And if you look at the list,
but it's not even like he's behind him, Leroy. He's way behind him.
No.
Now, this is the part that's shocking. Forget the Jordan Poole part of it. That Derek White's that close.
Right.
That's crazy. Yeah, that is crazy.
Right. It's not even the fact that he's behind. He's way behind. Jimmy's got more votes than him.
Then Tyler?
Yeah,
look at him. Jimmy's in the front court, but look, he's got twice the votes that Tyler does.
Right.
Jeez.
And what do you think that is? Do you think that's the Heat fan not showing up? Do you feel
I think that's every time you turn on TV, they're talking about Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
And like he said,
well,
I don't care. Y'all talking about me. That's fine. I can deal with that.
Look, Heat fan, you got to look at this. Orlando's got 2 guys at least in the top 10 for their guys. Paolo Banchero, he played 4 games this season?
I know.
He's 4th in the front court. This
He's good.
Stupid. He is great. No, he's a great player. But Leroy, he hasn't played. He's been out.
And Franz averages 20 plus.
I understand, but Paolo Banchero hasn't played this season. He's basically been out since the 2nd week.
Right.
And he's 4th in front court voting.
Who do you take out from this guards list, though? I'm trying to do it now, and I'm looking at everyone's numbers.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a loaded guard class, but LaMelo Ball plays on a 7-win team. Tyler Herro's at least on
now we're doing that.
Winning. No, but Tyler Herro's numbers are efficient and they're great, and his team is actually good.
Can I just say, when fans vote for players, nobody ever says he's efficient. That's a basketball thing.
You just want a Ferris wheel out? I mean, listen, it is the
I'm just telling you, nobody's saying, hey, I voted for that Tyler Herro. That boy is efficient. You understand what I'm saying?
Love that man's purr.
Yeah.
Damian Lillard.
Yeah, I was even considering him. What has he really done this season? It was pretty good. Cade Cunningham, obviously.
Cade Cunningham is having a really good year.
Unfortunately,
Right.
also having a good year. Jalen Brunson, good.
I have no problem
Maxey.
with Jalen Brunson.
I like Maxey.
I looked at Maxey too. I was like, oh, that's another one. He probably hasn't done anything. He's averaging.
Maxey's not, but Maxey isn't as efficient as Tyler Herro, though.
He's not as efficient.
He's
but
not.
he's
He's
also
not.
had-
He's not. He's not as
also
good a
gotta
shooter.
Carry
as Tyler
that
Herro.
team with the big tree always out.
Carrying them to what? They're like 5 games under 500.
Okay, so it's about winning.
You don't think that should play any part of being an all-star?
I mean, like, are we voting on players or teams?
But he's the best player on the team. You don't think that should have an impact on what you're doing? Like,
I would say so is Tyrese Maxey.
Okay,
Even
but
with Joel Embiid.
Tyler Herro's had to go a third of the season without Jimmy Butler.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. Like, yeah, I'm not saying Tyler Herro shouldn't be there, but what me and Marcos are saying is, if you look at who would you move out, I would definitely move out Jordan Poole. That's a looter in the riot.
Jordan Poole for sure. I think he should be ahead of Maxey. I think he should be ahead of Cade Cunningham, Trae Young. I think the only guys that you could definitely say have had better seasons than him right now or are in his class.
So you think Tyler Herro
From my standpoint, he should be in the
fan standpoint.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay,
Congratulations. Donovan Mitchell, Brunson for sure, maybe Lillard.
Not LaMelo Ball.
Come on, dude. He's a Ferris wheel on the court.
Again, but you're saying Tyler Herro should be above the guy who's leading the voting.
You think if Tyler Herro didn't play for the Hornets, he couldn't go out there and average 32?
Okay. Yeah, I'm not saying no, I can't say that.
A 7-win Hornets team.
I'm saying I can't say that you're wrong. No, I'm saying yeah. Okay, but all right. So in your own list, the guy who's leading the voting, Tyler Herro would be above it.
I think he should be above him, yeah. But like he's telling you, like the reason that LaMelo Ball is out, but Leroy, a lot of this does have to do with shoe stuff. Like a big reason why LaMelo Ball is that popular. Like, do you think LaMelo Ball should be above Jalen Brunson?
No.
Like that's what we're talking about here. This guy's got out there, more votes than like Jaylen Brown. I mean, this is a crazy thing that he's up there that high.
I mean, look, I get it. I just think it's shocking for me, not who he's behind. There's a couple of guys that I would move him ahead of, right? It's shocking to me that Tyler Herro, a starter who averages what, 20, what does he have?
24,
is
over 24 now.
Only 5,000 ahead of Derek White.
Yeah.
That's the part that
behind Jordan Poole's the worst one.
But you can't say
like that's got to be like Warriors remnants.
Right. You can't say to me, but he's efficient in his per. Fans don't think like that. Like for us, yeah. Is he a better point guard because of that than a lot of the guys on that list? Yes, absolutely. But like, yeah, I don't know. You and according to you, you would take Ball off that list.
Tyler Herro's been one of the best shooters in the league this year.
Yes, I'm not. There's nothing that you're saying that's not true. But you say he should be third. So my guess is he'll probably be a coach's pick.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's not even like
who's the coach?
They haven't picked that yet. It's only
that
the first
matters too. That matters too.
It's whoever's number one. So it'll probably be Missoula, right? Unless they can't do back-to-backs, then I guess it'll be Atkinson.
I was gonna say if it's Missoula, then he's gonna pick the damn he picked Derek White.
I think it's all coaches vote. I don't think he just gets to pick the coaches. I don't think he just gets to pick himself.
Okay.
But even this way, like it's not even just fan voting. I think fan voting now for the starters is like I think it's 50%, and then I think it's player, and then I think it's and then I think it's coaches, and then they pick the reserves from there.
Okay, so like if what you're saying is true, then the powers that be would acknowledge that and go with that efficiency and that per and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's fine. I just think his season's being slept on. His season's been great.
But if he's still selected as an all-star based on the basketball people, acknowledging that, who cares? Who cares if efficient and per is not, fan voted? If the basketball people say he's one of the top 4, now my question is, even based on the basketball people, how there's only 2 or 3 guys he can move ahead of, right? So that still makes it 5th.
I don't think that's true. I mean, like if you're just going on like a points per game average, like if you're talking about it, Maxey averages 25, Tyler Herro averages 24.5. Like they're going to have to pick in some way. Like how many reps are the Sixers going to get based on their season, based on what Miami's doing?
Right.
No,
I got you. I just I think as a basketball person, they look at that team and go, he never has Embiid.
Yeah, but Tyler Herro's gone a third of the year without Jimmy Butler.
Not having Embiid is a bigger loss than the Heat not having, because the 76ers is hard to win without Embiid. The Heat have won some games without Jimmy Butler.
I guess. I think that's a quibbling thing, though. Like Jimmy Butler he's still their max player. Like, I'm
not okay, but he's not their highest leading scorer.
Well, Tyler is.
Right. So is Tyler leading scorer because Jimmy's not there? I would say Tyler. Right. So why are you talking about Jimmy? Whereas
because your argument is, well, there's been no Embiid, and I'm saying like he's missed a lot of games already. Jimmy Butler. He has.
No, I know. I'm basically saying the Philadelphia Sixers without Embiid are nowhere. But Miami has been able to keep afloat without Jimmy, or 25-minute 5-point Jimmy. So, like, between the games he's missed and those amount of games, how many games has he really,
Yeah, but like you're gonna get to a point with the Heat, right? Like, let's say the Heat stay in this 4-5-6 where they're basically at right now. Like they're in the same place with Orlando, Milwaukee, Atlanta. They're all like
right there.
15 losses. They're all the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
All those teams are not going to get 2 All-Stars. So if the Bucks get Giannis Antetokounmpo, do they also get Damian Lillard? Like, from my standpoint, like, all right, the only teams that deserve
you're going to say Dame shouldn't be on the All-Star team?
I'm saying from a standpoint, does that team deserve 2 All-Stars?
Why? I mean, I don't know. You're looking like I don't know what the rules are. So if you have one, you shouldn't have 2?
Usually if a team gets like an East team, usually will get like, if you get 2 All-Stars, damn, your team was awesome. 3 All-Stars, that's effing crazy. Like you're talking like Heat big 3.
Yeah, but they have 2 guys are averaging over 25 points, right? How many is Dame averaging?
25.
Right. 2 guys averaging 25 on the same team.
Mm-hmm.
And you say they shouldn't have 2 because of their record? I don't like that. That's the argument. I'm not saying you're wrong about any of this. I'm just really confused at how every single person has a different way to determine who an all-star is. And it's all based on my guy.
There's a lot of good guys. And I'm trying to you got to figure out tiebreakers eventually, don't you?
Tiebreakers is like, yeah, the numbers. Or yes, you could go tiebreaker where your team is.
Yeah, but like that's the thing with the numbers is like, okay, you're telling me Tyler Herro or Damian Lillard did the same thing. Like, yeah, he did the LaMelo of averaging like 32 on the terrible Blazers team. You're telling me Tyler Herro couldn't do that if he was on a team where they were 4 or 5 with 7 wins in an entire season?
Yes, but
and you're averaging 30, great.
You're talking about what he could do if he had the same opportunities as these other guys who are playing on these bad teams. Okay, that's not how you select an all-star.
It should be.
Well, you're setting all these different scenarios because it's your guy. Like all you have right now is the information in front of you. not what could be, not if he was in that situation. That's it. That's
Leroy,
all you have to go by.
LaMelo Ball takes 25 shots a game.
Okay.
Okay. Tyler Herro takes under 18.
Right. No, again, efficiency and all those things.
It's not efficiency, it's opportunity. Like he's out there. LaMelo Ball's just doing whatever he wants. He takes 25 shots a game.
To the basketball people, that matters. So Tyler Herro, when the coaches and the players vote on it, might have a different opinion than the fans. That's what I started off saying.
Tell these fans to grow up, especially the kids who voted for LaMelo Ball.
Why is every argument based on what your view
grow
is?
up. It's time to grow up.
I told you the shoes, the scoring, right? All that stuff matters in fan voting.
Give me those.
Those don't even sound cool. Unless
you don't sound
they're
cool.
on a dead body. Then they're mine.
Your shoes look extra deceased today.
Look at this.
Crusty.
I'm not arguing here. And let's be clear. I'm not arguing on whether I think Tyler is an all-star or not. What we have been arguing is, why are those other guys ahead of him? And I was shocked that LaMelo Ball was leading the voting. Okay. Frog Boy broke it down. So
I broke it down, dude.
Told you why.
Oh, I broke it down.
And he didn't even break it down. I said, "Is that the shoes?" He goes, "Yeah, he does have good shoes." So he like stole my argument.
I broke it down like a girl.
So you broke. So you know why he's number one then, if that's the case.
Which is why I told them all to grow up.
The children?
You're a fan. Your ass hasn't grown up.
Grow up.
You haven't grown up.
Grow up. You guys are
Oh my
voting for a merry-go-round.
Is there any bigger fanboy than Tobin in the Miami Heat? And then
There isn't. Remember, he is a mouth of
He is
creation,
actually really fun. I do enjoy watching LaMelo Ball.
You're mad that
I would
children
never.
You're
like,
mad that kids are voting for the guys who wear the coolest shoes.
Dad, he did it while on a unicycle.
Is that not cool?
Cool. Like, come on. Like, what
All
are
right,
we
kids.
doing?
This next quarter, LaMelo Ball is going to play the entire quarter blindfolded. And the basketball rim's going to be on fire.
Wow.
Literally.
I just don't think you are being like you automatically. So you would take 3 guys out of that list out, and move Tyler up.
He's going to cook him, dude.
That's not.
Just did it, dude. Did you just see what he
We're
did?
trying to answer the question. Why is Tyler 9th?
Did you just see what he did to Houston?
Yes. Okay.
So mad that they had to throw him to the ground.
Wasn't great for his all-star voting to get thrown on the ground like that.
I thought that would have been. It's probably the most publicity he's gotten all year.
It is, but it's like, oh my god, you see how he got thrown to the ground?
I can't vote for him.
He was like Jazz from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, how he got just thrown.
Take a break. Back after this.
QAM broadcasting live.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM.
Can I just say, Marcos, I hate you.
So sorry. It was very immature. Very immature.
I think that deserves a -1 for sass.
Minus
to you, Marcos.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
that's fair.
Why you trying to look at it sideways?
Why does it go like that?
Why does it look like he's trying to get a piggyback ride? I don't understand.
No wonder you don't wear thong flip-flops.
You guys are trashing my guy, Leroy, man.
I told you when Rebecca was younger, one time I was walking through the house and I had my flip-flops on, and she goes, "Ooh, Daddy, you got your shoes on the wrong foot." I'm like,
Well, we got to get back on clock, so we have no time for a second.
I'm like,
here.
I said, "Hey, little one, your life is not starting off on the right foot."
Jeez. Daddy, yours
That's a
isn't
good
the right
pun.
foot either. I don't think the toe is supposed to go like that. Woo. At least there's a reason. At least you can be like, yeah, well, I was in the NFL, dude. Like, okay.
You didn't understand that.
It's so true.
Is that what Skattebo's foot's going to look like? Much tinier, though.
Oh, yeah. Very I think
Take a break. Back up. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program.
Tobes.
Yep.
There's 4 teams with no Pro Bowlers. Can you name them?
Well, I would have said Jacksonville, but apparently they have Pro Bowlers.
2.
Oh, damn, yeah.
They have 2.
That's crazy.
2. Let me try. Okay, no, let you try first. You're the guy.
Okay, Finns.
Yep.
Jets.
Yep.
Oh, that's good.
Giants.
Nope.
Oh,
Giants over Pro Bowl. Okay.
D lineman.
Oh,
who? Dexter.
Yeah.
Lawrence.
Oh, don't even get me started on Dexter.
Raiders.
Nope. They have Max Crosby.
Max Crosby and Brock Bowers, probably.
Yeah, and Brock Bowers.
Titans.
Yep.
Titans don't have one?
Yeah,
Nope.
I can't think of Titans.
I don't know if that's a yes or no. Do the Titans have a Pro Bowler?
They don't have any.
Okay, so we have 3 of them. We have Jets, Titans, Dolphins. Dolphins definitely the best out of all those teams.
Oh, I'll just say Browns and Myles Garrett, of course.
Cardinals?
Ooh.
Oh, they got the tight end.
What?
That intangible who ran over all the Dolphins? What's his name?
Yeah.
Oh,
McIntangibles?
Good one.
Who's also terrible?
McBride. That's the guy you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that guy was a moose.
He was a moose. Okay. Saints. It has to be the Saints.
Saints.
Right? Yeah. Because who the hell plays for the Saints?
Okay. The most surprising one there is for sure the Dolphins.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, some may say a little bit of a snubby snub.
Yeah, I'm seeing like on Dolphins Twitter, people are comparing Kelsey to Jonnu.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like Jonnu Smith had a pretty decent season, if I'm not mistaken.
Jonnu Smith had a decent season. Zach Sealer's the one who deserved it on this team out of anybody.
Absolutely. Jonnu Smith might get in too, because who knows if they go to Super Bowl if Travis Kelce want to play in the Pro Bowl.
Right. Yeah.
Especially with
Has Travis Kelce ever gone to the Pro Bowl? Like actually gone to the Pro Bowl, or does he always just skip it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Especially now when Tay not on tour.
Mm-hmm. Wow. It's been
Where is the Pro Bowl this year?
Orlando.
Ugh.
You know, they do the football players in tights thing.
Pro Bowl games is what it's
Pro
called.
Bowl games.
Yeah, it's like a giant game of guts. Or Double Dare.
Double Dare.
Yep.
Classic.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. But I'm especially not a big fan of voting for LaMelo Ball. Grow up.
Hey,
a 7-win team.
Come on.
But like again, you pick and choose.
I want them
which
to grow up.
Parts you pick and choose which parts of this to justify your argument.
I don't think I do pick.
Like,
I
don't
think
think if your team is winning, you should have more consideration for.
I absolutely think that. Like, what else are we doing this for? Like, you think a guy who's averaging 30 on one of the worst teams in basketball is the same as Tyler Herro at leading his team in a as a playoff team right now? That's not more valuable and more all-star worthy. I just think that's silly.
I mean, it's
I've
not
seen these shoes.
The shoes are good. I've seen the shoes. They're good.
Shoes.
They're good. They're good.
It's not that I'm saying that. I'm saying this. You're worried about fan voting. You're a fan. You should know how these people think. I'm saying to you, if all you're saying is accurate, then the coaches and the players will acknowledge that.
Well, I would like
so if he's selected to the Pro Bowl, to the All-Star game based on the other 2 parties that get to vote,
yeah,
what's your problem?
Fans should
You're a
respect
fan.
them.
You do ridiculous crap too.
They should respect them more.
Wait a minute. Respect your guy.
Doos. He's got the Scooby Doos. Did you know that? He's got the Scooby Doos. These are good shoes. I can see why you got. These aren't the Scooby Doos, so these are different ones.
They're cool shoes. I acknowledge. Wow. Paolo Boncarri's played 5 games, 4th in the voting.
That's a little crazy.
He can't even go anyway.
Doesn't matter though. Like, why are you voting for somebody who's not played basketball this year?
Wait, so the selection process is not over. They just put a little piece of it out there and you're flipping out. So let's be clear. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Mhm.
This does not mean that Tyler Herro will not be an all-star.
Not in the least.
Okay. So why did you go like you torched everybody above him and it still doesn't mean he's not going to be an all-star?
Not everybody, just the stupid kids.
So there's three players. Let's get this straight.
Mhm.
There's three players you have a problem with above him.
Yeah.
LaMelo, Maxey, and Jordan Poole.
The Jordan Poole is ridiculous.
Okay. That still puts him 6th or 5th.
Yeah, I would if he was 5th or 6th in fan voting with a very stacked Eastern.
In fan voting, it's fans.
I know.
You're a fan. Oh my goodness,
They
we
need to
fight
wake
every
up.
day because you're a fan,
They
and
need to
you're
wake
getting wait, and we fight every day because you're a fan.
Right.
And what you're doing right now is fighting and arguing about other fans making poor decisions.
Exactly. Wake up. Wake up and smell the coffee. Oh wait, you don't. You want to know why?
Am
You wanna know why?
I the only one that's seeing the irony here? A fanboy is getting mad at other fans
I don't
for
like these
doing what he does.
Fanboy.
Yeah,
I mean, like that's not
fanboy.
I'm not a fanboy. I'm a fan. Okay, you don't have to add to the description of it.
No,
And
that
second of all-
means
second of all,
that you got heat goggles on.
Of
All
course
you
these
care
guys-
about is your guys.
I've seen these guys in person. I saw what Damian Lillard did to the Miami Heat. I know what these guys can do. Tyrese Maxey's a very good player. Tyler Herro has had a better season than him.
Better
Yes.
than Damian Lillard?
I think so. I
On
think
what?
so.
Based on what?
I think he's had a better season. He's the best player. Tyler Herro's been the best player on his team. Damian Lillard's the second best player on his team.
Oh, so it's not the points now. Now it's the.
It's not just points. Like, what is this? We just gonna.
But that's how fans vote.
Is this not a Papa shot?
That's how fans vote. The first thing fans do is look at numbers.
Oh, you want to know something? How about you do a little research?
Whoa.
Deep dive a
Oh,
little.
you want fans to look at per and
dive a little.
Oh
That's
my
not
god.
hard. Go to ESPN. Huh. All right. What's this team's record? Yeah. But no, Bobo wants to be like, oh, Bing Bong, look at his shoes. Wake up and smell the coffee.
Scooby Doo.
Okay? That's what I want them to do. Those are actually kind of cool.
Scooby Doo's.
No, I mean, I know. The kids wear those
They're
all the time.
nice.
They're really cool.
Can I just say this? You are being even more ridiculous than your normally ridiculous self.
That's not fair.
Because you're getting mad at people for doing the same stuff you do on a daily basis.
I'm not mad at I'm not mad at Heat fans too. You want to know something?
Oh,
can I tell you something about you Heat
Oh,
fans?
now you're just hosing everybody.
Let me just tell you something about you
Hold
Heat fans.
on.
Because I voted. I voted.
Sure you did.
I voted.
Where's your sticker?
I've been to the polls.
No
I've been
way.
to the polls. Okay, it's easy. You click on heat.com. They put all Heat players. Now, I didn't vote for all Heat players because they don't all deserve it. But Tyler Herro, I voted for. And let me tell you something about you Heat fans. Because I hear you guys bitch and moan and complain on our page, on our Instagram, all this stuff. Where's your votes, you lazy bums? Wow. Get your asses out there and vote for Tyler Herro. I'm so sick of the whining and complaining you guys have been doing.
So here,
nonstop. You got time for Art Basel, but you don't have time to vote for Tyler Herro, you hacks?
you do realize Heat Cult now thinks that you vote like the media. No, he's talking about just a regular vote online for all fans.
Go out and vote. You've been lazy. You want to know something as fans, Heat fans? You've been lazy. You're entitled. You sit here and whine about trading for this guy and whine about trading, but you won't even support your guy. You won't even support you allowed Jordan Poole to get more votes than Tyler Herro did, Heat fans. So you want to know something? Also, to you, it's time to grow up and go vote for Tyler Herro, Heat fans. I mean, you want to talk about buying into a narrative, Heat Nation. Where you been at? National holiday? Get your ass out and vote. Sit in your chairs tonight while you're watching the Heat. Go run roughshod on the Pacers, and on your fat asses, go on your phone and vote for Tyler Herro.
Did you just shame them?
I just mentioned if every person in that building tonight votes for Tyler Herro, you'd give him 20% more of what his vote turnout has been. You lazy asses. Go vote for Tyler Herro.
I got to tell you, probably not your best moment talking about a fat ass sitting on his couch.
No, because I voted.
But you still got a fat ass.
At least my toe points in the right direction. How does your big toe go as a fork in the road?
Whoa. Marcos?
Oh,
Marcos. I blame you for this. I blame you for this. I sent him a picture of something totally different. And he takes the picture and says, yeah, I got questions too. And it moves the picture over to my toe.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Your feet has a detour.
wow.
Wow.
But at least you can vote. Though.
Kick him while he's down.
Wow.
Not with that voice.
Leroy, I haven't said a word.
Stun Steve says, now I'm going to go vote for Paolo. Don't shame me, dude.
Hey, I'm just telling you right now.
The Magic fan showed up. Are you going to do that? You're going to let basically that's an Airbnb, the Kia Center. Okay? There's more Let's Go Heat chance than Magic is. You're going to allow them to outvote you? You're going to let that happen to Tyler Herro. For shame. For guys who don't even play. Guys with broken hips.
I have broken
or
toes.
obliques, whatever they have. I don't know.
Yeah,
Whatever. Really good though when they're healthy. I'm scared of them. I'm not gonna lie. That Magic team is scary.
None of my
Especially
What? Hold on. Why has this last segment been this?
Everything shifted towards you. It's not Marcos' fault.
Marcos, what are you doing?
Okay, next time I'll blur your face next time. That's my fault. I'll blur your
Somebody said that toe running a misdirection.
it's like you got the wrong piece that fits in Tetris.
Leroy's toe looked like it lost a thumb more. Hey man, can I just tell you this? Oh, Leroy's big toe is Secret Service for his other toes.
Get down. We gotta protect index. Get down. Sir, we can't reach the pinky.
By the way, all running backs have bad feet.
Yeah.
No, it's true.
Yeah, for sure.
And bad fingers too. Look.
That's our show for today, everybody. I'm sorry I lashed out.
I hate you. And you too, Marcos. They think you're good.
New year, same us.
Pretty much.
Talk to you tomorrow. Welcome to the end of the show montage, Flem. It's enough to just drive you bat bleep crazy. I'm sorry. I apologize. What's going on with me lately?
You see some other man snuggling up to her and treating her nice.
Jessica!
Hey, by the way, I'm not fat shaming. Dude is portly.
Well, I think a lot of people. I think that's another minute. I can talk.
Hope you mother have a good day.